stupid boys and their stupid baseball.
No,
and their
I don't know.
Stupid mastiff.
I was upset that how they treated that poor mastiff, and I liked the old man. I didn't like that. Just the boys were just like so. I'm like, this is really stupid. The whole thing was like frustrating because the one guy was just like, I'm just gonna go talk to him. He should have just gone and done that by himself because I can't stand the fucking kid with the glasses. It's like the highlight of that whole scene is him going,
wait, hold on, save it. And it's save all this. Save your righteous indignation, Rachel.
Fine.
Save it.
Fine.
This is Americana. This is nostalgia. This is a favorite one, Rachel.
I know it is. I know.
So this could be a controversial episode. I am Kevin.
And I'm Rachel.
And this is Shelf Life, a podcast that always takes care of their mastiffs.
Yeah, as you should.
A podcast that always knocks on the door to retrieve the ball that went over the fence.
Also a good idea.
Mm-hmm. We did have to do that, though.
We had the connecting gate to the other people's backyard, so if it did go over, we could just kind of open it. Yeah, and they never cared.
This is Shelf Life, a podcast where brother and sister team go through all things pop culture, no matter the medium or the genre, to determine whether or not the subject at hand belongs on your shelf, be that digital or physical. And today, Rachel, we continue our summer journey. This is Americana, a boy's summer.
Yep.
Rachel. What is up for contention to the shelf today?
We will be talking about The Sandlot from 1993. I don't know what you want me to say if you want me to make it fun. I don't know how to make it fun.
Just the way you said it. Just the way you said it. Like, we're talking about The Sandlot. Because Kevin was like, oh, well, I'm The Sandlot.
It's fine. The people like this movie.
People do like this movie. This is a, dare I say, cult classic.
Probably.
A nostalgia bait episode too, Rachel.
Yeah, absolutely. That's for sure.
This is one of those episodes where you talk about the term shelf life.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of those subjects that's like, how do you cover something when so many people have nostalgia, especially in our generation, for something like this? But that's what we're here for. That's what we're going to cover. Rachel, this is the first of 2 consecutive movies that we're going to cover on this show that have characters named after Ben Franklin. Just throwing that out there.
That's true. That's very true.
I don't know what that means. Because it's Americana, Rachel. This is Americana. That's why you hate it so much.
Oh, maybe that's why. There you go. There's the answer. It's just because I hate Americana.
What is The Sandlot about, and what is your history with The Sandlot?
So The Sandlot is about a group of boys. One is new and joining the group. The whole thing is just kind of like a coming of age. They kind of just have a summer together. But the whole crux, the big like climax, is that they lose a very famously signed ball over the fence of a scary dog house and have to get it back. Mm-hmm.
Have you watched The Sandlot in full before?
I'm pretty sure as a kid I've seen it in full. It has been very long since I've seen any of it. I know I've seen, like, of course, bits and pieces here and there from, like, other pop culture things, but
sure,
seeing it in full again, this is, like, the first time in, like, decades.
Rachel has no nostalgia.
I don't have nostalgia.
She does not remember what a boy's summer
I
was
remember liking the dog as a kid.
Of course.
Because it's not a beast, it's just a cute mastiff.
I just don't remember them being so blunt that it was a mastiff. They keep calling it the beast, and as a like my remembrance of the movie was that they never show you flat out that
dog
it's just
at all?
a dog. Like it's like from like square one, it's like it's a fucking dog. It's
just
not
a
even
dog.
it's not even like a dog that you could say like is tough, like a fucking pit bull or something.
Yeah, what like
it's
the
a
classic where they would be like, "Oh, it's a pity or a boxer, and they look so mean," and it's just like it's just
it's
just because he's big. I think that's the idea, is that he's so large and they're tiny children.
Yeah, and like granted, a mastiff, if they wanted to, could rip you in half.
Oh sure,
but
they don't normally. They're usually super
they
mellow.
know that they could rip you in half. So the max thing that they do is maybe get up off of a couch at like 0.5 miles an hour. They're sloths. That's what a fucking mastiff is.
I've met many mastiffs in my life, and they typically are just these big teddy bears that lay down and want you to pet their tummies. Typically. Like, it just depends on the owner, but still.
I've seen this movie quite a few times, but I have not seen it in a long time, just like you.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it lasts more in the quotes from the movie. You're killing me, Smalls, you want s'mores, quotes all come back quite a bit in pop culture, or at least for our generation, they're in memes and shit. Right. Or my friends would quote it quite a bit. I have a friend that when he was young looked a little bit like the Great Hambino. And
he did. Like, I even said it again when I was watching this. I was like, oh, you still remind me of him.
And he might be listening to this episode,
I
and
know,
he's going,
but
nah,
like
fuck you guys.
It's the freckles in the hair.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, the freckles in the hair make me remember like when we were kids.
Yeah, because he had freckles and he had the curly hair.
Yes.
So looked a lot like that. He would say you're killing me, Smalls, quite a bit.
And he would. So I mean, it's not our fault then if that's why he reminds me of him. That's not my fault. All right, you understand now.
I never played baseball. And we definitely never played on, like, a Sandlot. Baseball was not our game. We played basketball. We played football. We never played baseball. I don't have those summers of playing baseball nostalgia, but I understand the boys' summer nostalgia of, like, all right, Mom, I'm going to play with the guys. And then, like, you come back, at night. And that's it. So I do think that there is those elements to it of just being like, okay, I'm going out,
Yeah, like the bike riding. I would go out and bike ride with my friends all the time, or we'd have like those giant bouncy balls that we would take to the field and just hang out and do, or stuff like that. Yeah. Well, you know what I mean? Like hit back and forth with each other.
It was something that I think was played a lot, I want to say, on the Disney Channel.
I feel like it was always played when we were kids, yeah.
And that's where a lot of people that were kids would have seen it, would be like on cable and stuff. It was a Fox movie though, which is why they're saying shit a few times in the movie versus like if it was Disney, they wouldn't have gotten allowed to do that, I assume. Actually, I do assume that because in the main event, they can't even say ass. So I'm assuming that they wouldn't have been allowed to say shit.
It's silly.
That's because
children swear. It's you're finding your voice. It's so it makes sense.
11-year-old boys playing baseball.
Of course they're gonna swear. Yeah. Of course they're gonna swear. It's one of those things where it's just like you kind of have to play this fine line of children swearing versus like making it gratuitous and like stupid and like too much.
South Park style.
Yeah.
I guess for me, there's nostalgia there with it because as kids, we liked it. I think that I have friends that would cite it as one of their favorite movies or, in that pantheon of their favorite kids movies for sure. So I've got that history with it. Rachel doesn't. So this is going to be an interesting little reverse Parent Trap. So what we call this one.
I don't think this is a reverse Parent Trap. I don't think that's what you think it means.
I mean, I guess instead of you having nostalgia for this, I would be on the more side of nostalgia.
I suppose that's what it is.
Yeah,
maybe. Yeah.
But this is going to be a potential nostalgia breaker episode or a nostalgia holder, one of the two. 20th Century Fox produced this, which is why it's on Disney Plus because it, now is owned by the mouse. Directed by a man named Mickey Evans. And then it was also, and like he wrote it. David Mickey Evans wrote it and directed it. Robert Gunter and Gavin Schroeder also wrote it with him. The director is the one narrating it.
Okay.
The movie has, in my opinion, this sense of a Christmas story.
Yes, I was going to say the same.
It's
thing,
like a Christmas story for
narration.
the summer. In the way that it is a lot of vignettes, light on the plot. It's more just like you're just enjoying this group of boys that are getting into hijinks over one magical summer, like their coming of age summer, or the coming of age summer for the protagonist, Smalls.
Yeah.
But outside of that, it is kind of like just like a bunch of stuff that happens during their summer. I looked, Rachel, I tried to find some more like background knowledge on like how it was made and everything. Not a lot of
That's
information
weird.
that
I'm
I could
surprised.
find. I was looking for like the making of the Sandlot on YouTube and stuff. I didn't see much. A lot of it was just people doing their like retrospectives on the movie, which maybe like those included. So the movie shoots in Salt Lake City. You can very clearly tell that this is kind of like a major league situation where the director really wanted to do something that was like close to his heart, I think. I looked up David Mickey Evans, Rachel, because I was like, what the hell else has he done outside of the Sandlot?
Sure.
And
nothing?
Yes. Okay. I just don't know what these things are. So Open House he wrote, Terminal Entry he wrote. I don't know what those are. Radio Flyer, Journey to the Center of the Earth, which was a TV movie. And then he does The Sandlot. And then after that, here's what I got. And I do know a couple of these. Ed, which I think is the monkey movie with Whoopi Goldberg. Am I right about that? Let's take a look. The monkey movie with Matt LeBlanc. So there you go. Okay. Yeah, just keep going. First Kid. Do you remember First Kid, Rachel?
I think I do remember First
with
Kid.
With Sinbad?
Yes.
Yeah, this is the same director as
Isn't it
First
like the thing
Kid.
where any Sinbad movies never actually existed? Isn't there like a joke about that?
No,
everybody remembers it, and none of them existed.
It's people getting Sinbad and Shaq confused as to who played Kazam. I think that's what you're thinking of.
Wasn't that Sinbad?
No, it was Shaq. Shaq played Kazam. And then you look at it, and it's just not very good after that.
That movie. Yeah, that's Shaq.
Beethoven's Third, Beethoven's Fourth, National Lampoon's Barely Legal. He directed The Sandlot 2, of course. So, yeah.
I remember this stupid Ace Ventura, like the junior pet detective. That was dumb. So, I don't remember ever watching. I just remember seeing like clips and stuff from it. I'm like, oh, why?
Yeah. This is kind of a one-hit wonder situation here with this director. The film released to fairly decent reviews, I think, at the time. It grossed $4 million in its opening weekend. It made $32 million in total. That's not really what made it its money, though. This was, like I said, a cult classic. It has made $76 million through DVD, Blu-ray, VHS since that period of time. Mm-hmm. So this is people saw it after it came out and fell in love with it that way.
Right.
But as we have said, Rachel, none of that nostalgia matters in the least. It's not important. It doesn't have a dash on our actual opinions when it comes to this show, because the question only that matters is, does it have shelf life? Rachel, is there anything else that you would like to discuss before we hit the break? Play ball?
Oh, play ball.
Play ball!
Play ball!
Play
That feels more like National Lampoon. I'm saying it like the ant. Play ball!
Play ball! So when we come back, we will walk through The Sandlot after the break.
I'm Terry Bradshaw. When I want to pass, I go to the pocket. And when I want a good chew, I go to my pouch of Red Man chewing tobacco. To me, the flavor's the best and it outlasts the rest, because that ripe, tender leaf tobacco has a rich flavor that's welded in to last longer. So put a pouch in your pocket. Man, that's Red Man, America's best chew.
And we're back to the dugout here, sports fans, with another exciting walkthrough at Shelf Life. That's a little too Stanley. Whatever.
It was like
enough.
part Stan Lee and part just radio broadcaster.
Yeah, radio broadcaster. Yeah. That's what I was going for.
Yeah.
Yeah. See?
Yeah.
You got it. I
did. I understood.
That's what I technically am, Rachel. I am a radio broadcaster, except the radio is the internet. Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is.
Think about it.
Instead of it being live, it's recorded. Correct. In our
recorded
own
live
room.
In the Shelf Life studios.
No audience.
Oh, how dare you? We have a studio audience, right? Studio audience, aren't you there? Yeah, see? Studio audience.
Yeah, anyway. We have a live band as well. They like to play us out sometimes.
let's dive right into and walk through The Sandlot from 1993. A boy's summer is what we're going to do for this one. And according to some trivia that I found, the movie was once called The Boys of Summer, which I've heard of that book too. And I can imagine that that's why it's about baseball.
Yeah.
Because the Boys of Summer, that's what they call
why they had to change the
players.
name. Because it was just it was too similar.
There's no reason to not change that name.
It just shows the uncreativeness of titling, because it's just Boys of Summer,
Well, The Sandlot works though for this because that's where everything takes place. Here's what I want. Okay, well let's start.
Boy and his ball. I don't know.
The movie.
Stupid.
A boy's ball. Boy ball. Two for boys balls.
I said a boy and his ball. Not two like you're making it weirder.
Two for the ball boy movie, please.
The ball boy. That's a different movie. That's where he gets to meet the older baseball people, and he's the ball boy, and he has to run around with the baseball stuff. I don't know. I don't know anything about baseball. I don't care.
No, Rachel, I just went to a baseball game just yesterday before we recorded this, so I'm very much in the baseball mood.
Oh, there you go. Look at you.
My favorite thing about walking into a baseball stadium is the smell of the onions cooking.
Is it? That's your favorite thing? I mean, I love
that
the smell of sauteed onions, but I feel like walking into a stadium that smells like sauteed onions and wet, dirty gym socks is what comes to mind. All of that BO mixed together, that sounds horrendous.
There's just something about it that just, I don't know. It's just very specific. Mm-hmm. Just always gets me. But there's no sauteed onions in this because, of course, well, actually, that's not completely true, because the beginning of this movie starts with a guy just walking around a baseball stadium, an empty baseball stadium, and the title card is immediate. It immediately tells us it's The Sandlot. The dude that we're following has pants on that are way too big, and he has a Dodgers hat on as well. And we find out that he is headed for the press box. This is where the narration begins. Very Christmas Story, Rachel, or Wonder Years, both, right? You're getting somebody.
Years. Is that
Wonder Years was
a movie?
No, it was a sitcom in the 80s that was about the 50s or 60s, and there was narration on every episode.
Gotcha.
So same idea.
Okay.
Nostalgia, talking very the Goldbergs would be today, kind of,
mm-hmm.
or young Sheldon, something in that vein.
Mm-hmm.
He tells us, and I was like, oh, I know where this is going, because he says, the 1932 World Series was the greatest moment in sports. Babe Ruth got up to the plate, and he called his shot. Have you ever heard that story, Rachel? It's a very famous story about Babe Ruth.
I don't recall.
Are you aware of Babe Ruth?
I know who Babe Ruth is. I feel like I've seen
Babe Ruth
something with the point, but I don't.
So it's alleged. It is alleged that in the 1932 World Series, Babe Ruth got up to plate and he pointed out to the center field, and everyone was like, "Holy shit! He's saying he's gonna hit a home run," and then he did.
Did he just do that all the time? What if he just always did it, and then this time it actually happened, and nobody remembered every other time that he pointed?
I wouldn't be surprised
And
if
he
that was
just
the case.
gaslit them. Like, no, I actually knew this time.
The practical story of that is probably more that he was pointing at the pitcher and telling him to, like, go fuck himself.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking he's probably being a prick, and he's pointing at a guy like, "I'm gonna get you if you do anything stupid."
Yeah.
Like he probably,
Because
like the guy's probably hit him with the
the
baseball
guy,
or something before.
Exactly.
That's
he
what
gave
I'm
him some Sweet Chin
thinking.
music.
Oh yeah, so he was totally just like, "Fuck you, buddy." When he like saw him at the like, "I'm gonna get you if you hit me." I'm gonna get and this is what baseball players do. I feel like I've heard this and I've seen this before, where someone gets hit and then they all storm the field and start smacking each other.
Yeah,
like I don't know why.
That's great.
They're hot-headed more so than I think hockey players, who will just like slice at each other.
I don't know if it's possible to be more hot-headed than the hockey players would be, but
I
baseball
feel like
players.
they might
I think
be.
that I always put baseball players on the tier of being drama queens.
They are.
Because...
Well, soccer players are way more drama queens.
Soccer players, yeah.
They're
that's
the ones
fair.
who fall over and go,
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. But that's the story about
and then
him.
a football player has his knees come, like his bone is coming through his leg, and he's just like, should I get off the field?
Probably it's fine. It's fine. Shoot me up. I'll go
Walk
back
it
in.
off.
That's the story of him calling a shot. Whether or not it actually happened is debatable. He was better than literally every other player for decades, so it's very possible that he, was that damn good, but I don't think so. I think he was probably just calling out the pitcher for throwing him some Sweet Chin music, and he happened to, and maybe that was, enough motivation for him to hit the home run, to just level the hell out of it. But anyway.
Oh, Hook had baseball in it.
Hook did have baseball.
I forgot about that. I just was trying to think of other movies with baseball in it. I was like, what's another like every little boy plays baseball, and then
little boys play baseball.
Like our your godson plays baseball now.
He does, yeah.
Yeah.
We get a zoom in on the narrator, who is this guy that apparently is the broadcaster or radio host here, and he tells us that one summer Benjamin Franklin Rodriguez became a neighborhood legend. So that's the story that we're going to be told.
The biggest pickle I'd ever been in. Now I bet I hit a hard P, so I apologize for that, but still.
I mean, that pickle deserved a hard P. We head off to 1962, and we're at a baseball field that is not the Sandlot. I don't know if this is their school baseball field, or they're just playing with different kids here, because it's grass. It's an actual green
I think they're
field.
at the school. I think they're at school.
How come they don't play at that all the time? Are they not allowed because they're not the baseball team?
I think that's why.
Okay.
I think that's why the other jerk team that comes over is like, because that's their lot,
Oh yeah, I guess because they do play. Is this might be where they play later when they do play that team, because they do play them on an actual diamond.
Yeah.
Benny takes a pitch out to left field. He zooms around the bases. They catch Benny in a pickoff, which Rachel, of course, is when someone tries to. Yeah, it's monkey in the middle. It's when someone tries to run the bases and they get caught because they weren't fast enough, or they thought that they could get further than the,
and they're
the
trying
ball
to get him
actually
out.
gets there.
Yeah, because they needed to touch him or whatever.
But he is able to get out of it. He outruns them or outsmarts them, because you have to juke back and forth, and he's able to juke them enough that he outmaneuvers them and he scores. And his crew just goes nuts. I wrote that should have come back, and maybe it does.
It does.
The pickoff?
I thought it does. Doesn't it?
I think it does. I don't remember if it does with Hercules.
It does at the end.
Not. With the dog?
No, at the end, when he's adult, isn't it? Or maybe that's not.
I thought he just steals home. That's what I thought was going to happen.
It. Maybe he does.
I thought he was going to outrun a pickoff to steal home.
Does it happen with the other baseball kids?
Maybe.
The actual
Maybe
team?
that's when it happens. Yeah.
I don't remember.
We'll have to keep an eye on it, because I was like,
I swear
they're
it happened
setting it
twice
up
in this movie.
Yeah, I think you're right. It does. I just don't remember when. We get this very idealistic version of the 60s.
I do like the
you
cars.
Can tell.
They're kind of fun.
Rachel would like a 1960s automobile.
It looks neat.
I just think they're neat. They would kill you if
I'm sorry.
the Valley. This is San Fernando Valley, LA.
Okay. What were you gonna say?
You die if you got hit. If you got in like a little fender bender,
Mm-hmm.
the car would just crush you because it had
Interesting.
no give.
Huh.
So you would just smack, like your neck would just snap in half.
That sounds about
Those
right.
1960s cars.
Yeah. Most of them probably didn't even have seatbelts, so.
Yeah, I don't think so. Probably not. No need. Why would you need a seatbelt? What for?
Just fly through the window. Your neck's not going to snap. You're just going to fly through the window.
Yeah, that's the best case scenario.
Best case scenario.
A mover truck is coming, and we learn that Smalls, who is the main character, Scotty, they are moving. He's moving there with his mom and his stepdad.
Yeah, who I always thought was his dad when I was a kid. I did,
No,
because
it
they
was
look identical.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah,
I thought they
do
look.
cast...
His mom has a type. All right. If it's not,
we
his
don't
actual
know what
dad,
Scotty's
his
dad
mom
looks
has
like.
a type.
But
I'm just saying. We know because we know what Scotty looks like.
Right. So you assume the dad looks something like Scotty.
Mhm.
Yeah. Dennis Leary's playing the dad. Yeah.
And he's like a douche.
Well, Dennis Leary is, an asshole. So,
That's
you
fair.
got that. Or that's his character
His
anyway.
shtick.
He's been playing a dad for like 30 years, which is funny. Like that's like usually his like go-to.
Is it? That's interesting.
I'm thinking of like Spider-Man. He was Gwen Stacy's dad.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
Captain
he was
Stacy
a dad
in that.
too. Yeah, he just
Mhm.
plays dad characters.
Was he a dad in The Shield? He was in The Shield forever.
You're just a dad guy. Interesting.
Rachel's gonna look it up now. How many times has Dennis Leary played a dad? At least 5 times he's played a dad.
That's a good handful.
That's
Mhm.
counting low too, because it doesn't have Captain Stacy on this either. Anyway, no, your point is valid, Rachel, but it has to be the stepdad because he doesn't understand this collection that the stepdad has.
No, it makes more sense.
You know?
Mm-hmm. I'm
Like,
just
that's
saying,
where
as a
he's got
kid, they're very
Yeah.
similar.
He definitely looks very similar.
Now, the thing is, here's my thing.
Mm.
Here's one of my
Mhm.
things. All right.
Here's one of her things, folks. Make sure to note this down. This is Rachel's first thing about this movie.
I'm gonna punch you. Look, no. So he says something about his dad had just died not long ago, or was it like when he was younger? But this guy,
it was when he was younger.
yeah, but this guy only came into the picture like less than a year ago.
I thought it was a year or 2 ago.
Okay, that's fine. But he keeps trying to actually call him dad. And it
Yes.
feels uncomfortable, and it doesn't feel
Yes.
it feels forced, and I'm just like,
That's the arc.
don't call him dad.
He
It's-
doesn't.
I know, but he does. He does. He starts saying his name and then he says dad every time.
It's kind of weird.
And I just
It's
want to be like,
inconsistent.
kid, you don't have to call him dad. It's fine.
It's a little inconsistent because I think there's points where he says dad and then he goes Bill or whatever. And it makes me feel like he doesn't think that Dennis Leary is comfortable with him calling him dad yet. The way that he says it, where
I don't
he's
think
like, I want
either
to
of
call him
them are
dad, but I don't know if
okay
he is.
with it.
And then sometimes he'll say it and it's like, oh, Smalls isn't comfortable with calling him dad. Like it kind of goes back and forth almost.
Well, I don't think either of them are comfortable with it because Dennis Leary doesn't understand emotions and connecting with people, and the kid,
the actor or the character.
The character is what I'm talking about. Bill doesn't understand, how to connect with the kid, I think. And then the kid also doesn't know, like,
True.
should
Yeah, he doesn't know what he has in
do I
common
want
with
him
the
to be my,
dad.
like, do I want him to be
Yeah.
like my father figure dad type thing?
Right.
Like,
Right.
I don't know. Then don't call him dad. Just call him Bill until you're like both okay with it. Like, I don't know. It just it felt
okay.
It felt
it's
awkward.
It's the 60s, Rachel. And if you don't properly call this guy about what he wants to
Then
be
call him
called-
Mr. Bill. I don't know what you want. Ask him what he wants to be called because apparently he doesn't really know. Or if Bill was like, yeah, call me dad. It's so awkward.
Yeah, it feels like Karen Allen would have said one way or the other, like, you can
Well, she
call him dad, it's fine. Like, there'd have been something there to...
Well, but there is none of that connection. I feel like nowadays, if this was made, there would have been something where they would have had like a heart-to-heart, either with
Yes.
the dad and the kid, or the mom and the kid,
They
or like a whole
kind of try
dad-mom
with
kid
Karen
thing.
Allen and him. But you're right. There would have been more with Bill and Smalls. There would have been
Yes,
like one
an
step
actual
there.
thing that just finally gives some sort of connection.
Even if it was, instead of doing the montage at the end with the baseball, if he was like, my old man didn't understand me, blah blah blah, and I want to understand you, something like that. Because you're right, there's not enough. It's there, it's in the background,
it's just
and I guess
there.
Maybe it's just not what the focus is of the movie.
I understand that it's not the focus, but it is like a little side bit that I feel like needs a little bit of something.
Yeah, if you're gonna make that part of the element where it's like it's the stepdad's collection, it's the stepdad's
and he wants
ball,
to fit in, and he's
trying to because it I guess it is a parallel, right?
He's
like
trying
Scotty
to connect to him with the baseball because of the stepdad.
Scotty is alone. Oh, yeah, that could be why. Because I saw some people commenting, like, why does Scotty even go to hang out with these guys? Like, it doesn't seem like... And it's like, yeah, and I think you're right. Now I think it's kind of like, yeah, he sees that he has this whole baseball collection. He knows he doesn't have, like, friends here, so he has to, like, try to fit in some way. And he doesn't fit in with his own family.
Yes.
Because now he's in a completely new area. He's stuck there with his mom and his stepdad, so
and
he's
he
got to
likes
learn
to tinker
something
in his room with like his engineering stuff, and then he doesn't even go into engineering. He goes into stupid baseball.
That's what I thought too. What a waste of talent.
What a waste of talent. Anyways,
so we learned that they arrived in town 2 weeks before school let out.
Mm-hmm.
So he had no friend in 1,000 miles, and he had like no time to be able to make friends before summer. So he's just fucked. Because he doesn't have any time to actually learn anybody's name. He waves at Benny because Benny lives like across the street.
Yes. Yeah, Benny was like coming home and then like looks over at him like, new kid. All right.
Yeah, very recess of it.
I will say. I was gonna say freaking Gus over here. That's like the entire time I'm like, he's just Gus. I always thought there was something with Benny and having a bad family environment. I don't know where I got that from.
I misremembered that too. Yeah.
But why do I have that? Why do I have a memory of that? Where he had like a really bad family, and that's why he like takes care of all the kids in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Why do I have that?
I didn't know if it was like a bad family environment. I like misremembered that it was like he was like the oldest of like 6 and the dad was dead and like the
or like the dad wasn't around or something.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm merging that with. There is no indication of what the family is, but for all intents and purposes, he seems to have a very well-adjusted life, Benny the Jet Rodriguez.
I always thought when I was younger he was the cute one. He was the only one I liked in the entire crew. It's about it.
Yeah, Benny is the protective one. Well, not the protective one. He's just their leader.
He's the leader. He's the big brother.
So maybe I'm wrong on the timeline, Rachel. I don't know what the timeline is here then. It just feels it feels like it would have been a little bit more, but at the same time it is the 60s and Karen Allen's got to get hitched or they're going to be out on the streets. So they got to find Dennis
They can't live
Leary.
off of that money from the dad croaking, I guess.
Yeah,
we don't really know what
money.
We know that he's dead. We don't know anything else about the dad, right? That was it. Just dad's dead.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it. Just dad's dead.
Okay.
Bill promised to teach him how to catch. And this is where I think that you're right, Rachel, or we're kind of both right in our thinking here, where Smalls is trying to find ways to bond with Bill.
Yes.
And the way to do that, he's thinking like maybe baseball. So he's like, "Well, can you teach me how to catch?" And he's like,
right.
"Yeah, sure, whatever. I don't care." Dennis Leary. So,
and because he's like putting his whole trophy room together, like in his.
Rachel, I wrote his stepdad is Dennis Leary. He looks just like this kid.
Thank you. They look identical. The mom has a type. That's all I'm saying.
Karen Allen's got a type. Donald Sutherland and Dennis Leary. Donald Sutherland was the dad. He just died because he was fucking old. The timeline doesn't match up, but we can just pretend like it does.
Well, I mean, you could just say it's the one from the Body Snatchers. He wasn't that as old, and then he just got body snatched. It's fine.
My old, you know how Dad was body snatched back in 1958.
What's the one we watched where he was naked?
Animal House.
Oh, that was Animal House.
That's where Karen. That's why I said because Karen Allen was.
That's Karen
having an affair with
Allen.
it.
Oh my god. Look, I.
It all comes full circle.
No, I've blocked out Animal House.
Shelf.
So I've blocked it.
Everything becomes connected here at Shelf Life. The dad has a ton of baseball shit and trophies in his office, like you said, Rachel. He's putting it all together very meticulously.
Mm-hmm.
He has his own shelves, much like us.
I wonder what happened to his career in baseball, but go on.
You think he was a player?
Yes.
What,
You think
what
he was a
makes you
coach?
say that?
Because I've assumed that's where he got these trophies.
Trophies.
How else is he going to get trophies?
That's a good point. Here's what I actually think.
Okay.
And I don't know why I think this, and I think it's because of Smalls doing all of the, not Tinker Toys. What are they called? Connects? Erector sets.
Rector sects. Yeah.
I kept thinking, misremembering, because I'm like, 60s. 60s equals NASA. Does Dennis Leary work for NASA? In my head. I don't know why. That was just where my head always went as a kid. But I think that Dennis Leary is in some kind of nerdy profession. He's either a marmalade salesman or an accountant or just an engineer or something like that.
Business.
Yes, business. You never find out. He has to
Salesman of
travel
some
for
sort.
business.
Yeah,
He has
that's
to
what
go
I'm
to
like.
Chicago for something.
Right.
So I'm thinking the dad, Dennis Leary's dad, was the baseball guy. Because he says
this
the
is
ball
his
from
stuff?
Babe Ruth was the stepdad's ball, and he gave it to the son. So I bet a lot of this baseball shit is from
his
the dad.
stepdad also had a stepdad. Is that what you're telling me?
No,
or
the
is
stepdad's
our
father.
narrator saying his stepdad gave it to him? Because
No, the narrator's step grandfather.
okay.
Maybe
The
it is
stepdad's
another
dad.
stepdad.
The
I don't know.
stepdad's dad. No, I didn't remember that it was the stepdad's stepdad because I was just like, I don't remember this step. Like, I'm confused. I thought that was
I wish that they made it that confusing and like ridiculous and impossible. But my stepdad gave me the ball, and I might give it out to my stepson one day. And we have a proud tradition of giving things to our stepchildren.
We like to marry women with our
We're all required to marry
families.
We're like the dodos of or whatever that fucking animal, that bird is that like steals the eggs. There's
a lot of
or
them.
cuckoos or something like
There's
that.
a lot of birds that will like steal eggs and like put their own eggs inside of the nests and stuff. Yeah.
We call ourselves the cuckoos. Smalls, when you become an adult, you have to find a woman with a child already. And you raise them as your own.
You don't have your own kid. No, that's ridiculous.
Anyway, that's my thoughts on it. But you could be right. They all just could be all of his stuff because he does have a lot of baseball stuff. And
that's why
wasn't thinking about the trophies.
Yeah, that was the only reason I was just like, because the way he looks at, I don't know, but he always just has that same look on his face. So that's a lie too. I don't know.
I think it's fair.
Because it was like when he was a kid, he was like he went to games with his dad, and his dad gave him the baseball because they loved baseball together, and then he like did it. I don't know. There's not enough background information to understand.
Not a lot. Your headcanon is all acceptable here.
He also moves around a lot, which is the only other reason I'm like, was he on a bunch of different teams?
Do they say he moves around a lot?
I don't know. Maybe I'm getting stuff mixed up, but like there's a bunch of like pendants on the wall, like with different states and stuff. So in my head, I was just like, oh, he's collecting those, like from all the different places he's played.
But
here's my headcanon.
Could be because he has
That
to
is what
travel.
that is, and he has all his trophies from being in all of these different teams, and then something went wrong. He got hurt, and now he's just kind of here he is, and he's doing his nerd job.
Now I'm stepdad.
Now he's
my
stepdad
job now.
who does nerd job.
All right. I mean, that's a fine headcanon. Man, those trophies do seem like he had to be an athlete of some kind.
It's the only thing I was thinking, because I just don't. Would you really like put your?
I don't think
my
he was in the
dad's
majors.
trophies. These are my father's trophies that I like to have in my trophy room.
Maybe because if the dad was like a major league ball player,
I guess that's true.
If our dad was a major league ball player, we'd have shit from him.
Probably.
Because he'd be like, "Oh, I don't want it." Like,
just be in a box somewhere.
Smalls takes a baseball mitt and he runs off with it. And he runs through some brush and follows the boys, this like group of boys that he knows that they're going there because he's seen Benny at school or he's seen all these boys playing baseball or whatever. He follows them into the Sandlot.
Now, we should say that he is wearing slacks and a button down. Like he looks.
Well, he's a dork.
But he's cute. Like, it's cute that he's wearing that. I don't know why. I just think it's like, oh, look at you with your button down and your slacks on.
He's another character within Volume 8 that is tightly wound, shall we say?
Yeah, sure.
He says he's never seen any place like it. And he very romantic about the Sandlot here. He gets very romantic in his description of the Sandlot. It's some much shittier field than what they were playing on earlier. And he's like, my God, they're so good.
A baseball field is a baseball field. They're all the same. It's just you need 4 diamonds, you need the middle, and then that's about it. You're good to go. I mean, the 4 plates or whatever.
I suppose.
But these kids, what they're doing is Benny just hits balls and they throw it to each other.
For kids that have no like formal practice knowledge of how to do this, they're throwing it around the bases pretty well. You know, like they're throwing it from third to shortstop to first and stuff. You're right, though. They don't keep score.
No.
They don't choose sides. They just play baseball. They just change positions. Somebody hits. Like you said, Benny hits. It's mostly for Benny to practice, but they all just kind of love playing.
Yeah, right.
And the game just keeps going because they don't keep score. They just play. They pick up wherever they left off the previous day is how he phrases it.
Yeah.
We've done that. But I've done that with my friends. We still have a game of Risk.
Oh yeah, your game of Risk. Right.
From like 2014, and we accidentally played it wrong to start because it was like Game of Thrones Risk.
Yeah.
And there aren't enough pieces to actually dominate the entire board.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's just a running bit where it's just like, no, we're never going to end that game of Risk. So we've taken a picture of it. We haven't played in years at this point, but we've got a picture of it, ready to set up that board again and move the pieces around. So I get it. They only have 8. So he figured he could be the 9th and just, take up some space.
Mm-hmm.
If he had known what would happen, he wouldn't have gone. So he stands in the outfield just waiting to be...
That's a weird thing to say. Does he mean like what's about to happen like at this moment? Or does he mean like the entire thing?
I think
he's just like, you know what? I regret ever meeting these guys. I regret ever... This entire summer was hell and I hated it. And
I just wanted to play with my erector sets.
And look, now I'm not even an engineer. I'm just, a radio host for baseball.
He stands in the outfield just waiting to be accepted, I guess. He's just standing there, just kind of like...
trying to find like an opportunity to say something, but they don't stop.
No.
So I don't think he has like an opportunity to like run in.
Is that? Yeah. He just seems to be like, hi guys, I was wondering if I could play with you. I don't know why he's Rick Moranis, but...
I guess say it more like Gus. Hi guys, Can I play baseball too?
That's a pretty good Gus. I'll give that. He hears the beast from behind the fence. Benny sees that Smalls is standing there. So he's like, hey, new kid, catch this. So he's like kind of testing him, I suppose. Because he's trying to include him.
Was it on purpose?
He's trying to include him.
I think they said he hit a homer to Benny. He just hits it. He doesn't yell to the new kid.
He doesn't?
Not at this point. So later, when they actually let him like hang out, he's
that's
just
the
like,
next
okay,
note I have. So
I'm gonna hit this to you, and he goes okay, and then he doesn't hit it, and then he runs over to him like, okay, just stand there with your mitt out. That's later. At this point, they're like, hit a homer, Benny, hit a homer, and then he hits it really hard, and it starts going towards him.
Oh, okay.
Nobody yells to him like, we're gonna hit it to you.
Do you think Benny did this on purpose? To try to include him?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. I don't think it was purposeful. I think he was like, yeah, I'll hit a homer. Or maybe. I don't know.
The ball comes towards Smalls. He falls instead of being able to catch it. Like, he doesn't recognize where the ball is.
Or does he just fall
behind
over?
him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he just falls over. And they all laugh uproariously at him trying to catch this
it's
ball.
really obnoxious. I hate little shit kids.
Yeah, it's a very little shit kid move for sure to like laugh at this kid.
I don't like kids like that, so I feel like as a kid, if somebody was like a dick like that, it's like, nope, I'm not gonna be your friend. I'm done. I'm gonna go back to my erector sets. I'm good.
Yeah, he starved for acceptance. I guess you have to.
I don't want to be friends with bullies.
Yeah, they bully him a little bit here. That's
they
for sure.
They bully him throughout the summer. They make fun of him all the time.
Well, some of it is just because they're like, how sheltered are you that you don't know what like a s'more is, for instance. I think that it should have just taken like one like, hey guys, he moves around a lot, or like his dad's dead. The fucking old man's dead. Give him a break. Like something like that, because they like act, how does he not know any of this stuff? But
I'm surprised they go, he's just a loser. Like, I'm surprised that didn't come out of... Oh, they do?
When Bill goes to teach him how to catch, and he's, like, aggravated that this kid's, like, a square. And it's like, well, Bill, you know his dad died. You know he just likes to play with the erector sets. Where was he going to learn how to
I don't think he
throw?
does know that. Oh, Bill, maybe. Yes. Bill, yes. You're right. Yes.
Yeah, Bill looks kind of like, all right, this is strange.
Yeah,
like,
but it's like
you
promised you were going to teach him, so why are you being a dick?
Smalls tells himself not to be a doofus. Because Rachel,
Goofus.
Oh, is it Goofus?
Goofus.
I wrote doofus because I thought it was, he was a hipster doofus.
No, he's a hipster goofus.
Okay, I have to ask you a question. And I don't know if this was a style at the time or what. What's with the brim on his hat?
I don't know. It is awful.
Why is it so big?
But Benny hates it too. I don't know. I assume it's his dad, like his real dad's hat.
Oh, his real dad.
Well, his biological dead dad. What do you want me to say?
Yeah, it feels like because the hat is so big, it has to be his dad's hat.
Right? It's weird, but I don't even know, what does it say? Is it a baseball hat?
I thought it was like a fishing hat.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I thought it was like some random like just hat. It is such a weird looking brim. I don't like the brim on this hat. It annoys me as well.
I'm glad that you're on the same page, because like I'm glad that Benny calls
even Benny
it out.
goes, get rid of it, burn it, get a different hat.
Yeah, because it's a trout or a marlin maybe, but it's a fishing hat. They even make a version that you can buy where the brim is like extra long.
As like a joke.
Yeah. So he goes to grab the ball for them. The beast barks and he runs out there with the ball. He takes forever to try to throw it. And then he does,
but it like just falls out of his hand. It's like his arm doesn't work.
He does a pretty good job though of not knowing how to throw and like like acting as it of like not having a clue as to the mechanics of throwing a ball, because he like takes a step forward and then like he lets go like way too late, and then they just laugh at him again. And he just goes, my life is over.
Oh my god, this poor kid. Off. Yes. Has he never thrown anything in his life? It just seems like such an awkward, like, I don't know, but maybe.
I'm not athletic at all, as I have described on this podcast.
Yes, you are.
You think so?
You used to play tennis and stuff.
Here's the problem. I'm decent enough at a couple things, but I'm not nearly as coordinated as like the people that I play sports with.
Yeah.
Like my friends that I grew up with were fucking athletic. Very athletic. And I always was like, God damn it, we have to play sports again. And I fucking am not nearly as good as any of them. But I'm not athletic. I'm definitely not coordinated. I've always been too small and too timid to be good at any sports. So I understand Smalls.
He says it, but again, he was good at tennis.
Whatever, Russ, whatever.
You were.
So he runs home and Smalls says, if it weren't for Benny, he wouldn't have made an entire friend that summer, because all the other guys thought that he was a lost cause, which is, again, sad. And it is one of those things where it's like, these kids, as you said, Rachel,
little shits.
Just little shits, because they immediately are like, nah, fuck this kid.
You're a loser. You suck. Well, I bet you sucked too, you kid. I bet Benny taught you how to play.
That would have been nice, right? Like if he was like, don't you guys remember like the first time we came out here?
He does say that later. He says it later.
He does.
He calls him out. He calls him out. Well, because I appreciate this guy because again, he's kind of a walking green flag. He does the things right. He includes this like kid who's not his neighbor kid. He tries to like include him with everybody, even though they're a bunch of asshats. I don't like them, but he tries to keep them in line most of the time. I feel like, he's like a nice guy.
Yeah. He's a nice guy. Benny's the nice guy. Benny's the crush that everyone can have a crush on. Folks at home.
Yes, he is.
Girls at home or boys at home. Let me know if was Benny one of your first crushes?
I would have had a crush on him as a kid.
I could see girls having a crush on Smalls too.
Because he's so dorky and cute, but you're just like, oh, come on.
He's the sweet one.
Yeah, he's the sweet one. Mm-hmm. He's the smart, sweet one, and Benny's like the cute one.
Rachel, I don't know what I meant by this, so I have to ask.
Oh, boy. Okay. I can sometimes understand.
He alludes to the pickle again. Oh, okay. I got it.
You got it.
Yeah. Because
I mentioned that they use, like, I'm going to be in such a pickle in this story. Are you ready for this pickle?
So he says that again, where he's like, I'm going to be in such a...
Somebody does yell hot dog.
Pickle.
Right? Like... Somebody does it, don't they? Or is that just in my head because somebody was doing something like that and they went, hot dog?
No, you know what? I think you're right. I think somebody does say it like that in this. Probably in reference to It's a Wonderful Life.
Do you think? Maybe.
He's playing with his erector set, which is not a euphemism. It's a true erector set.
Stupid.
I can't remember if we ever played with these... as kids. I feel like maybe we got one and we were like, this is hard. I'm going to go back to doing that.
Well, you probably did.
His mom comes in, so we meet his mom, who is Karen Allen. I do not remember Karen Allen being the mom. I remembered the mom because I remembered the scene where she explains to him who Babe Ruth was. Mm-hmm. But I was like, I don't remember it being Karen Allen, but Karen Allen coming in, 2-time in here.
Woo.
She's like, Scotty, have you made any friends? And he's like, no. And she's like, why not? Get out of the house. I don't want you here. It's like, Jesus, Mom, you made this boy move across the country with 2 weeks left of school. And she's like, I don't want you fiddling around here every summer with your shit. Go outside and make friends. It's the 60s.
Well, I mean, her
need
point
you to be
is
fucking
that you
smart.
need to
I need you to be a normal kid because
she said she's proud of him for being smart. She just wants him to be sociable and get some fresh air. She doesn't want him to be like a loner and sad. Well, I think it's a lot of it is like loner, sad. Your dad's dead, and now he just kind of like locks himself in the room all the time. Yeah,
because I guess she does say like this last summer and the summer before that. So maybe this is like I bet he was always a shy kid.
Oh, absolutely.
But he kind of become more
introverted.
And she wants to fuck that stepdad, and she's not going to be able to do that with him around the house.
That's fair.
And he says, face it, Mom, I'm just an egghead. And she says, you will always just be an egghead with that attitude. So I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, because she said, like, get in trouble, go do something.
I liked that line enough because it was very like old. Go just fucking,
it's kind of
fucking do something.
Well, it is kind of fun. It's like, because he's like a mom, like, he's not really a mama's boy. I guess he kind of becomes one because, like, his dad's dead, so he doesn't have that. You can tell that they have, like, a nice relationship, and she's just like, look, I know you're a good kid and you're not going to actually do something stupid, but go act like you're about to. Go do something, and maybe it's like, oh, you didn't come home at curfew or something. I don't care. Go do something and have fun.
Yeah, Karen Allen encourages him to ask Dennis Leary to play catch. You wanted him to do that. Like, go tell him like it's time to go, actually figure it out. Bill is I'm trying to get some stuff done. He's just got papers all in front of him.
Well, I do love her, and she looks at him like, put the fucking papers down. You promised him, you ass. We talked about this.
Yes.
But she doesn't want him to know that
fucking loser. My son will not be a loser because of you, Bill.
Well, I don't even think it's that. I'm trying to get them to do stuff together without being like pushy about it and like letting the kid do it on his own. But like, I talked to you at night. I talked to you about this. Let him come to you and ask you to do things, and you do things.
We've talked about this, Bill.
Right? The look she gives him, like, no, you can put that down. Do it later. Like those eyes. She does the mom eyes.
I'm brand new to this company. Alice, and you're gonna come over here and tell me that I needed to get to play catch with your fucking loser son. I don't even remember his name. What is it? Sammy? God, married you for your fucking looks, and I gotta deal with this fucking kid. I married you because I needed to marry a woman with a kid because of my weird family lineage.
The legacy must be stepsons.
Pick this loser stepson. He's not even gonna be able to find a woman with a kid, Alice. So they go to play catch, and he tells Smalls that the key is to keep his eye on the ball. He, of course, misses it completely. And I was like, he has to learn. Of course he's going to suck at this. You have to learn how to throw and catch and hand-eye coordination and all sorts of stuff.
Right.
It's not easy. It may come natural to some. But he's obviously more of a learned individual anyway. He runs up and gives the dad the ball.
Yes.
Instead of throwing it back because he doesn't want to embarrass himself.
And he doesn't know how to throw it. Bill doesn't even teach him how to throw it.
Well, I think what Bill is doing here is he's like seeing like, okay, let's get a baseline. Like, let's see what like what the baseline is of what you know.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Start from zero.
He throws underhand.
Is a baseball. I mean, the poor kid is constantly punching his glove because he's like, I've seen everybody do this. Everybody punches the glove. I know that's a thing.
You see here, Scotty, this is a baseball. It's a lot like a woman. 6 feet tall, 300 pounds. It makes ice.
It does none of that. He does throw it underhanded, but like rolls it like it's a bowling pin, like a bowling ball, I mean. Like, I thought he was going to do like softball style, and he's going to be like, no, that's how women throw. And I was going to be like, have you been hit by one of those?
I don't know if women were playing softball like enough
Probably
for
not.
people that I don't know back then, but maybe because it's like it's probably been a while since like it was always like women's was like the softball stuff for and like the Title IX kind of separation there. But yeah, you're right. He doesn't even underhand it, scoop underhand it. He like rolls it like a bowling ball.
Yes.
Okay, you've got the baseline. Now you know. Okay, he sucks at everything. I have to go from square one.
Right.
This is made of rubber and cork, Scotty. It's stitched together. Hence the stitching.
Well, maybe he would have liked that, because if he is like one of those smart kids who just like, teach me like, okay, so that's like the baseball. He might like that part, and it would like lead into learning how to, the physics of it. Maybe he would like understand it better if you tell him about how the physics of it and the angles and all of that. Like, give him the math. That's more fun.
Dennis Leary throws it again, and this time he gets hit square in the face with the ball. He gets a black eye.
No, I don't need to talk about it. There's too much to keep going, and it's fine.
Go ahead. I can always cut it.
No, it's just the way that he holds his mitt there, and it looks like the mitt is what hits him in the face.
It does look more like the mitt is what hits him in the face. I guess
I understand, but
the force is enough.
Yeah,
that it gives him a black eye.
But think about like having a baseball hit you in the face would give you a black eye. It would break something. Those things are hard.
Yeah, it would have to. Oh yeah, no, baseballs have blinded. Like James Earl Jones gets blinded by the baseball.
Right. Mm-hmm.
They do the old stake on the eye.
Oh,
that
gross.
had to be like
That's disgusting.
We're gonna be eating those steaks later, so make sure you don't leave it on there for too long, there, Scotty.
Ugh.
That was always the joke, right? Like putting the steak on the eye. Like at most, we would get like the bag of peas or something.
Yeah, it's just something cold, but like that just is always
steak,
so gross
though,
to
it's
me.
very strange. Yeah,
like putting just raw meat on your face on your eye. I feel like you're gonna get an infection.
You're at the very least going to get a breakout of some kind. Tenderize it against Scotty's
fat and
face.
blood. Ugh.
Benny comes up to the house saying that they need an extra guy. And Smalls, of course, is all disenfranchised because he was made fun of it, and now his stepdad is like, God, fucking loser. So now he doesn't want to play.
He broke his mitt because his mitt's like falling apart for some reason.
Yeah, did he I thought he purposely broke the mitt. I thought he was like, I'm never going to play, so like I'm just going to pretend like I can't. So he like busts the mitt.
No, there's no way. Because, like, he would have had to expect them to come and ask him to play, but he already thinks they all think he's a loser.
No, I thought it was also in anticipation of Bill being like, do you want to go throw again? And he's like, oh, I can't. The mitt's busted. I guess I'll just play with my erector set instead. Like, I thought that's where it was going.
I don't know. It's just so weird. It just seems so random.
Yeah, it does feel a little random. Benny's like, all right, here's my extra one. And he just pulls it, like, out of his pocket.
Yeah, he, like, has extra of everything in his pockets. This man is ready.
Yes, he
He's
is,
like,
as you need to be.
Yeah, here's another glove. Here's another hat. Here's everything.
He is kind of like a wizard to Smalls in this.
He is.
Oh, you need that? Let me just pull it out from behind your ear.
Oh, there
and he
it
just
is.
Smalls does the very nostalgic thing of saying, like, be back, I'm gonna be out, Mom.
I'm gonna go play
I'm
some
going to
baseball.
play I'll be back later.
Yep. Which I'm surprised his mom go, who is he playing baseball with? And, like, looks out the door like,
Yeah, they could have done a cutaway to
who's
Karen
the
Allen.
friend?
Like,
Does he have a
with a
friend?
big, like, smile. Yeah. He made a friend.
Yeah.
Our eventual gang is at the drugstore. They're all hanging out at the drugstore. The fat one is doing the great Bambino impression because he's got, like, a fake cigar.
Yeah, he's got a striped shirt on and plaid pants.
I think he wears that striped shirt, like, every day. That's his uniform.
It's just
I guess
that
they all do kind of have
uniforms. It's just so clashy. It's just so clashy. I just like look at it like, oh my gosh.
It is kind of iconic, though, that look. Like, you see that, and you kind of know that that's the guy from the Sandlot.
I suppose.
In the same way that, like, Benny's rolled up jeans with the LA Dodgers jersey that says, like, Rodriguez on it looks like is the Benny uniform.
Right.
He's like, I'm the great Bambino. And they're like, ah. And Smalls is like, who's that?
So I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't have known who the great Bambino was. If you said Babe Ruth, sure. I know none of these nicknames that they just start saying. Only because of this stupid movie do I know any of these names.
The Sultan of Swat, the Titan of Terror, the Colossus of Clout,
the Colossus of
Clout.
Oh, I was going to do the repeat.
Oh, sorry. All right, I'll do it again. The Colossus of Clout.
The Colossus of Clout.
I love the part where he's like, I had no idea who the hell they were talking about, so I lied.
Yeah, of course.
The very, like, innocence and, like, how they're being, like, of course I don't know what they're talking about, so I'll just
the King of Crash.
lie.
I think you missed
King
one.
of Crash, of course.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Of Clout.
The Clout of the Clout.
That's how he says it.
The Great Bambino! But then he goes, oh yeah, the Great Bambi. You mean that wimpy deer? I don't know who the fuck you're talking about. Yes? No. That was a joke. Ha ha ha. I don't know how the hell to act.
Ha ha. Yeah, so he lies and tells them that he knows who he's talking about. We get the lineup of the boys. They all spit when he goes around saying their name.
That was so gross and uncomfortable. I hated it.
Because they're baseball. They're imitating baseball players. Baseball players still probably to this day, really, all spit. And back then they all like chewed tobacco and shit. Now they just like chew sunflower seeds and stuff. But they always are spitting. You know, they're always grabbing their crotches and spitting.
It's so gross. I hated it. I hated it.
So he goes down the lineup. Rachel, do you want to give us the lineup or should I?
You can give the lineup. It's fine.
I'm not gonna make you do the name each guy.
I don't care if you did. If you wanted me to name each little shit, I'll tell you that's that little shit.
So we've got Benjamin Franklin Rodriguez.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Hamilton Porter. They call him Ham. Played by Patrick Renna, of course. There is Squints, Michael Squints.
I hate Squints.
Palladorus.
I hate Squints.
Rachel hates Squints.
He's the worst character in the entire movie.
Squints is the nerd. You just find him like annoying and like obnoxious.
He's disgusting. He's a disgusting little perverted little annoying. I hate him. I hate him. And you know he's worse as like an adult.
Probably. I think he's supposed to be an endearing pervert.
He's not
Rachel.
endearing. There is nothing endearing about him to me. I hate him.
You've got Alan McClellan. They call him Yeah. And it's because he always says, yeah.
I like him. He's fine.
Why does he kind of have like a New York accent?
I don't know.
Because even the way that he says like, yeah, it's like very
he's like from the Bronx or
Brooklyn.
something. I don't know.
Or Bronx, yeah.
Maybe he's from there.
Yeah, maybe he moved. Apparently all of these kids move constantly.
You never know.
Kenny DeNunez, he's the pitcher.
Yeah.
They don't really get more into that other than just like he's the second best player. I feel.
He is. Yes,
that's
why he's the pitcher.
He's the only one that they trust to pitch all the time.
I think he is. He is the second best player out of all of them. Absolutely.
Bertram Grover Weeks. He's the taller one with the glasses. You know
Yeah,
what he always
he's
looked
just
like to me? He always looked like Cowboy from Full Metal Jacket. If you look up the Full Metal Jacket like main guys, like that's what Bertram always looked like.
Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah. We're gonna have to do this one too, aren't we? Ugh.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh, it's just
add that to the
movies.
list, Rachel.
These movies just don't do anything for me.
We got to cover everything. Timmy Timmons and Tommy
Timmy and
Timmons,
Tommy.
also known as the
Rod
Tibble
and Todd.
twins. These fucking Tibble twins. No, they're the Tibble twins. Because aren't the Tibble twins named Timmy and Tommy?
I think so, yeah.
They're the worst. These
They're not the worst. They're just annoying because they're siblings.
I mean, that's fine.
Squints is the worst. He is
you can have
this worst child in this entire lineup.
Squints can be your worst one. I hate Timmy and Tommy, the Tibble
they're
twins.
just like annoying kids that are so attached to each other. That's it. I'm like, fine,
well,
whatever.
The one twin always repeats everything that the other twin says.
Yes. Well, they're not twins. So
They're
Timmy
not?
is like, I don't think so. I think Timmy's just the little brother, and that's why he always was repeating what Tommy says.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
The Clotheth of Clout.
The cloud.
They don't want Smalls, and we learned that the ninth guy that was there with them moved to Scottsdale or something. He moved like to Phoenix or somewhere. And Benny's like, "Come on, guys, we got to move around in all open positions, and we would have to do that less if we had Smalls." So they're debating about whether or not to include him.
Is that this is literally like a group of unwanted children. Like, all of them are unwanted in every other group except for this one.
Yes, yeah, they're Rugrats.
And yet, they can't let another kid into their ragtag group of kids that aren't... They're a bunch of losers, is the whole thing. It's the freaking losers club.
Very much. Yes, very much like it. And a clown will come kill them eventually.
But that's literally what it is. It's like the losers club.
Yeah. Yeah, they
and
are
yet,
a bunch of
losers. We can't have him, and he's too much of a loser.
He's an L7, which I was like an L7. Then I finally got it. He's a square.
Explain.
There was, an insult back in the day because
L7.
He's an L7.
That's a rectangle.
He's a square.
That's a rectangle.
Yes, it is a rectangle, but they're not.
All squares are rectangles, but not all rectangles are square.
Thank you. Yes, but they're not very bright.
No, I know.
They're
I'm just joking. Bright. I get it. Yeah, I was like, I don't think I have ever. I didn't even.
No,
realize.
I've never heard that before in my life because I wasn't born in 1954.
Yeah.
So I don't understand that terminology.
How about loser, double loser? What is that one? How do you? I don't remember how any of that goes. It's something.
I don't know what you're doing.
It's a stupid thing.
Unfortunately,
that I don't think was ever really a thing. I think it was on TV, and then people did it ironically. Anyways, moving on.
They call him a weenie. They're shouting at him. They're telling him his dick doesn't work. God knows what else. Probably using some gay profanities.
Probably.
Yeah. And so then Benny's like, "Come on, you fucking losers. Like, you guys are all losers. Yeah, you laugh like a duck. And this or that and the other." And he's like, "Why can't he be part of the game?"
Mm-hmm.
So he's doing what you're saying, Rachel, where you guys all sucked too at one point. Why can't he be part of our game?
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, "Well, he can't catch."
Then the biggest dork of all says he's a geek. The tall one with the glasses, who looks lanky,
Bertram.
like he could like he would just break with a breeze flowing through, is like, but he's a geek, and I'm like, takes one to know one, kid. Like, are you kidding right now? Well, I'm sorry.
You know,
children annoy me. Bully children
are
annoy
awful.
me. They're horrible.
Part of the story, if you wanted to take a positive approach,
They learn nothing. They learn nothing, and you know they learn nothing. No, I refuse to even listen to you. Absolutely not. They're a bunch of turds the entire time, and it ends with them being turds. The only one they accept at the end? I'm trying to think of his name. Is it Thor? No, it's
Hercules.
Hercules. Is Hercules.
They all play with each other though, and they become such a bond that they don't want to.
They learned nothing.
I could argue that it is teaching both sides of the spectrum of the new kid to like reach out, and then the group of kids that end up with the new kid to like learn to accept the new kid. There is that underlying idea of like, don't be a dick. Actually learn to accept like the new kid. Play with the new kid. See if you'll have fun.
All right. Fine.
They tell him to take left center, and he needs to know where that is. And they're like, no, not there. That's left. And he's like, oh, and like finally like gets to in a spot. They start throwing the ball around, and Benny's like, okay, let's get one to Smalls here. See how he does. And he tells him like, I'm going to hit one to you. You throw it to second. Benny, of course, hoping that he'll catch it. And he misses it, and he falls again. And he doesn't throw it. Instead, he just runs it back up to Nunez, and they're all like, what the fuck? And like, look, I get it. I get that what you're saying, Rachel, like they're all mean to him, but that is sociopathic behavior. I understand because he doesn't want to get made fun of for like throwing it again.
Because they already laughed at him. Yes.
Yeah. But they know he doesn't know how to throw.
Yeah.
And
so
that
they were planning to laugh at him.
I don't think Benny was, though.
Benny is never planning to laugh at him. Benny is like the nice guy who's just like, oh, I have to teach him this, but I will.
Yeah. So
because
if you're
he's a
Smalls,
nice guy.
If you're Smalls, don't run up and give the ball. Just be like, how do I? No,
he's too young for that. No, my point is in the young. As much as I don't know anything about being a young man, all right, but in this young child's
who is
head,
an expert on young men,
in this young child's head, just because one guy is going to be nice to you does not mean that the rest of these assholes are going to. If that one tells them to, you know they're gonna all be little assholes, so you're afraid of doing anything to make any of them laugh at you.
Oh, I understand. I think that the alternative of running up there and giving it to the pitcher was a bit of a bizarre choice, but I guess what choice did he have?
Right.
Smalls says he doesn't know how to throw. Benny rolls his eyes, and he's like, I bet you're a smart kid, right? You probably get all straight A's and shit. This is how Benny says it to him, which more degrading the fact that this kid is smart. First by his mom and now his best friend.
Yeah, that's another bad point of this movie, is that it tells you that you can't be smart and have friends. I'm just saying.
No, it's trying to tell you to
smart
be more
people
well-rounded.
can't have friends.
You were the one that said the
but
mom
none
was
of
trying to
them
be
are
more
smart.
well-rounded.
But none of them are trying to better their minds or anything. They're just a bunch of little twats.
Yes, that's true.
And they learn nothing.
Rachel, if I've learned anything from Lisa Simpson, it's that like the intelligence graph,
like, you know,
happiness goes down as intelligence goes up.
Oh, absolutely.
I make a lot of graphs. Benny gives him some advice to stop thinking so much and just have fun. Like the whole point of us doing this is to just have fun. And if you'll not think about it,
he's like telling him to let go, loosen up.
Yeah, loosen up. Don't be so tightly wound.
But I think that was his point of saying, like, you must be like a smart kid. Like, I can tell you're you're not used to just having fun.
Yeah, he's thinking, he is thinking too hard because he's thinking of everything that can go wrong. And Benny's just trying to be like, just give it a shot. Don't like think about what's going to happen. Just play.
Mm-hmm.
We're playing a fucking game. I love how much shit they give him for being smart, though. And he's like, just stand there, stick your glove out. I'll get the ball to you. He gives him another fly. He spits on this one. I don't know why he spat on the ball, but he does. I guess to give it some more air.
They do that, and I don't.
Pitchers do it to like slow it down. A spitball, you're not actually allowed to do that.
Shouldn't that technically be? I was going to say, wouldn't that technically be illegal then?
Yeah, it is. But like the joke is always like the spitball because it gives it like a different curve dimension. It slows it down and stuff. Benny is so good, he is able to hit it right to Smalls, and it falls right into his glove. Squints can't believe it. This time he does throw and makes it to second, and they accept him. And they're like, okay, that's fine. We play ball. And they're all, all like, okay, it's not bad.
Benny
Smalls,
has to be
though,
like very specific. Like, was he truly like, I have to aim for his glove so he can catch it so that they will shut up and just play the game?
That's right. Yeah. Benny was like, I need to get this over with.
Great job. Like, good Lord, that was like a beautifully bullseye shot. That's why he's like super excited. He's like, I got it right in his hand.
Yeah, that's also true. Yeah, like I also got it right there. Well, like, because I can, to your tennis point, Rachel.
Yes,
I'm decently accurate with a tennis ball, not like a pro or even somebody that like went to college or played good in high school, but I can decently accurate with a tennis ball. I don't know how you could be that accurate with a baseball. Smalls sees the beast shadow behind the wall. It's just this ominous feeling here. Like they're walking home, Ham, Benny, and Smalls, and Ham's like, you did good, and then he like heads home, and Smalls is like, hey, you're Benny, your glove, and he's like, keep it, man. He's probably got like a fucking stack of them or something, knowing Benny. He uses a different one every day.
He may have bought him one, because the one he gave him looks newer.
I think that's what it was too. I think he bought it.
I think he bought it for him.
He tells Smalls to bring a shirt and jeans the next day.
Yes.
And then the hat, throw it in the fireplace. And he gives him a hat.
He gives him a hat, too.
Pities the shit out of this kid.
Maybe he felt like this at some point. I don't know. Like, it seems like he does really care.
I think it's just because he's a nice guy.
He's just such a nice kid.
It's just,
all
I think
kids should be like Benny, but they don't want to be like Benny. They want to be like fucking Squints. And I hate him.
I think he realizes that Smalls is a nice guy, is a nice kid. So he's just trying to be like nice to him.
No, it makes sense.
And Smalls starts a list of stuff to remember about baseball, like baseball stuff to remember. And the first question is the Great Bambino ? Now, Rachel, he could have resolved this in a very Lisa Simpson-esque manner.
Go and ask stepdad?
I was thinking more of he's a nerd.
Oh, go to the library.
Look in the Dewey Decimal System.
Yeah.
Look up baseball. Great Bambino. Someone has written Great Bambino on
they have
something.
What are those cards called? The old cards that you can use to look through.
Isn't that the Dewey Decimal System?
No, that's just how they organize the library.
Oh, yeah. What is that called? Yeah, we don't have to worry about that anymore.
I used to love going through those, though, as a
yeah.
kid. Was it just a card catalog? No, there was a word for it. There was a word for it.
No, I think that's what it was. It was going through the card catalog.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm also thinking of the weird one on like the screen and you'd hit the button and it would like twirl through it or whatever.
You used to go through the actual drawers.
I used to love going through those. I was a nerd. He would have definitely found Great Bambino in there. There's no way. Or just ask the librarian. Librarian would have been like, okay, here, I'll find you a book. You know? That's what they're there for.
Just say, excuse me, miss.
We like our local libraries.
That's right. Support your fucking library, Smalls.
Damn straight.
Killing me, Smalls. Yeah, because he doesn't even need to say who is the Great Bambino. He can go up to the librarian and say, excuse me, ma'am, I'm looking for books about the Great Bambino. And that would have solved everything.
Everything.
But Hercules wouldn't have been emancipated, and that would have been a problem. So there's playing again, and Ham calls his shot. Nunez strikes him whiffing. Ham is like, hey, come on, this is baseball, not tennis. Nunez is like, okay, fine, here comes the heater. And Ham nails it, and it goes over the fence. And they're like, Ham, you idiot! And they're like all hitting him and stuff as he rounds the bases, and they're all like pissed, and he's all like, and like taunting him and shit. And Smalls is like, I'll just go get it. What's like the problem?
Normal kid, I'll just go get the ball? Because they're like, that's it, we can't even play anymore.
So as Smalls goes to hop the fence, all the kids are like, no! And they like run toward him and stop him from climbing the fence, and they drag him off. And they're like, you're going to get yourself killed. That ball's gone. Kiss it goodbye.
Kiss it goodbye. Do I say it again?
Yeah, he says it again.
Oh, kiss it goodbye.
Shut up, Tommy. I love that. I love that he tells him to shut up after he says it that time. And
He must say
so
it every
like,
once in a while. He's just like, I have to deal with this fucking twat kid brother.
So they're like, we'll get another ball tomorrow, and they like all go to walk away, and they're like, Smalls is like, what the? We'll just get the
what
ball.
Is that
what
all
the fuck is your
what
problem?
Is the problem? Yeah.
And they're like, the beast. They all say in unison.
Which, I mean, I get it, because they just keep going, the beast. And he's like, and can you explain that? Because I've heard growling, but what the hell does that mean?
Yeah. So Benny's like, go over the fence and stay quiet. So he goes up there, and we see our first hint of the beast, Rachel. And it's this puppet paw, very clearly a mastiff or a pit of some kind paw. And he runs away, and he's like, what the fuck was that? And they're like, it was the beast.
Yeah, these puppets. This puppet dog that they
use. This puppet
is
hilarious.
Ridiculous.
It's hilarious.
It's definitely, I mean, this whole movie is the perspective of a man who's trying to remember something from his childhood that, like,
yeah.
And so everything is extrapolated and ridiculous, and, you know, it's all of that. And so this puppet,
like a Christmas story.
Yeah. It's Santa. Ho, ho, ho. Here's Hercules, the puppet.
Yeah. Smalls is like, what's the story behind this? And they're all like, well, we'll do a little camp out. And it cuts to nighttime. They have this huge tree house, which is like adjacent to the Sandlot and to Hercules' house. So like,
yeah.
Whose house is this?
I don't know. I think it's literally just like the back lot that doesn't really belong to anybody. And they built like a tree house. But
There's
this
like
tree house with like 4 rooms?
Yeah, this is a big ass tree house.
Like it feels like Peter Pan for some reason. Here's the Lost
Boys.
Boys.
It does have a Peter Pan quality to it. Later on, we're going to go kill a boar, Smalls.
Benny's Peter Pan, and these are the Lost Boys.
Benny is... Yeah.
We just don't have Wendy and
yeah,
Tinkerbell.
That's kind of true. We've been really on the scope trying to find ourselves Wendy. We think that... Oh God, her name is Wendy Pfeffercorn.
Did he get all confused and he's actually putting like Peter Pan and the Lost Boys? None of this ever happened, and he just like read Peter Pan this summer, and then he like made up this whole story.
It's very possible. This is his fake story of how he used to play baseball, of how he met Benny the Jet Rodriguez. It looks awesome. This would have been an awesome little like pad.
This is a great hangout, absolutely.
Smalls came late. He had to do the dishes, and they all make fun of him for it, as you would as a little kid. You know, like, your mommy made you do the dishes. What a little piss boy. You know, piss your pants, you little mama's boy, piss your pants. Or whatever.
My dad's dead. It's really all you had to say.
It's really the ultimate comeback.
It's the ultimate comeback. Use
Just
it to your advantage, child.
Saying it like that, too. Yeah, folks at home, kids at home that are listening to this with their parents' permission, if you are in the unfortunate position,
yes,
or one of your parents has passed away, I'm very sorry to hear that.
Yeah, that sucks, obviously.
Unless they were a dick, I guess. But
in which case, glad you're rid of them.
But in most cases... yeah, take advantage of that. Does anytime somebody gives you grief, just be like, well, my parent died.
Yeah.
Like, what's that guy gonna say? Now he's an asshole.
Oh, exactly. Mm-hmm. The ultimate comeback. It only works for a little while. You can only use it so many times with somebody.
You have to use it sparingly. Yeah. But it is a nuclear bomb, though.
Absolutely.
The infamous s'more scene, Rachel.
No, you want a s'more. I haven't had anything yet, so how can I have some more of nothing?
Shut up!
You're killing me, Smalls.
All right, who cut one?
These are s'more stuff. Okay, pay attention.
And that's an iconic line from this movie, Rachel.
The only saving grace of this kid that says, "You're killing me, Smalls," is that he doesn't give him more shit. It's just like, I can't even believe you don't know that. And then he launches into, here is what a s'more is.
Yeah.
He doesn't at least, like, he doesn't bully him about it, at least.
Yeah.
I guess.
They're-
It's
they're-
the only thing he gets out of it, but this kid
Yeah.
is such a bully. He's a bully kid.
No, I think at this point, though, this is where the conversion is starting to happen, because it's like they've accepted him in. They just realize that he's not very, like, worldly about,
half
like...
of them probably feel, like, forced to be nice to him because of Benny, though.
Maybe, but, like, they're warming up to him.
Mm-hmm.
Squints calls the group to order after we learn what a s'more is. You put the mallow on the graham, and then you scarf it, or whatever he says. See, I remember.
Kind of messy, but it's good. Try some.
Rachel, your thoughts on s'mores?
Oh, I like s'mores. Yeah, delicious.
I'm a fan of s'mores.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. They're so good. I really like them.
It always depends on the consistency of the chocolate to me.
You want to make sure it's going to be
break.
melty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes or breaks the s'more, but a good toasted marshmallow even by itself is fine
absolutely.
by me.
Yes, I agree.
Squints calls the group to order to tell the story of the beast, and he puts the flashlight up to his face. So we're getting story time.
Ugh.
Hey, we've had a lot of flashlights up to faces here in Volume 8, Rachel, because
well,
a lot of campfire stories.
They're pretty much camping right now.
This is camping. This is the campfire story we're getting. The legend goes back a long time, back to Myrtle's Acres, all about 20 years ago. Clearly, Squints is like making up the story. He does not know how long ago this would have happened, or if it even did happen. Obviously, it's like this like little legend thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the baby puppy looks so cute.
Do they have a baby puppy in it?
Well, yeah, because it's like a mastiff baby. So it looks like a regular dog to you, but it's the baby. Because it's like, he got himself a baby dog or whatever. He got a puppy and he put him in there and then he fed him until he's massive like the beast. I can't stand Squints.
Yeah, people would steal stuff out of the dump, so they had to get a dog, and they got a puppy turned into a beast. This comically large slab of ribs that looks like from the Flintstones is fed to the beast, and then a very cartoonish puppet. This absurd puppet that is supposed to be the beast. This is where I was like, oh, it is, like, it's clearly just a mastiff, and they are talking about it like it's
absolutely,
this, like, they think it's like a dragon or something like that.
Yeah, well, because then he's like, oh yeah, people would steal stuff, so then it like shows these two like cops and robbers looking guys coming in to like steal stuff with their bags of money and their striped shirts, like very classic robbers outfits.
Yes, black and white stripes. Well, because he's telling it's a fantasy story.
I know. It's just really
he's telling
funny.
a dragon story. It's a dragon story, right?
Yes.
He hoards the balls, just like a dragon.
Like a dragon.
Mm-hmm. Killed everyone that broke in, and he liked it a lot. The cops came by, and they wanted to kill. I don't know why he sounds like
that's what
Vader,
he does, though.
But he does sound like
that's what he does, because he talks through his nose, and he like. I hate him.
Rachel
I'm sorry.
hates him so much.
He hates Squints. He's the worst character. I hate him.
The cops wanted to kill the beast after he had eaten 173 guys. So he just makes the number up and changes it. They make it look like a 50s B movie.
Yeah.
To this section. It's like in black and white. They have that like style to it. The beast ate them all, and he was too good at his job, so they forced him to retire. His grandpa was the chief of police back then, and
that was the point. That's why he knows this story, because Squint's grandpa
forced Mr. Myrtle to chain the beast up. And when Mr. Myrtle asked, how long do I have to keep the beast chained for? What did his grandpa tell Mr. Myrtle, Rachel?
Forever.
Forever.
I knew you wanted me to do it.
Forever.
Because when Mr. Myrtle asked the cops how long he had to keep the beast chained up like a slave, they said until forever. 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 Forever.
Very famous line here of them saying
famous.
Forever.
Yes.
Well, because it's imposed the voice
on the
over...
old man. Yes.
Yeah. Beast is waiting to get out, and then he's going to kill again if he ever does, and that's why he can't go get the
now,
ball.
mind you, this is 20 years ago. This is a dog. This is a big dog. He might have gone through 3 iterations of the Beast.
Well, that's why. Is it really 20 years ago, or was it 5 years ago? Did this actually happen?
It's kid years ago.
Did
because
the
kid years
did
is not the
Hercules
same.
did Hercules thwart a robbery and they told him like can't do that anymore?
Like, oh, you gotta be careful with like don't let him, bite somebody. He probably bit somebody because he went into the yard and wasn't supposed to. Protecting
One kid
his
went
owner.
over there and it was never found again. And
for some reason, right? He says that. He says that a kid went over there and never was seen again. And I, for some reason, in my head go, don't they find out later that he just moved?
I don't think they
then I was like,
no,
but that's
they
not
never
in this
named the
either.
kid or anything. No.
I know, but in my brain, I'm like, that's in something.
No,
is that just like a recess joke?
It's
making
recess.
fun
That's
of
very
Sandlot?
I don't think it's making fun of Sandlot. It's just the way that kids process stuff because it is a very recess, very from recess thing. Like the swinger girl going over the bars and Spinelli think that she like went to heaven and it's like no, I just went to a doctor's appointment or whatever.
I
and
jumped
she just
off.
Missed it. Yeah. So Smalls doesn't believe their story, and they're all like, "Well, look out the window then." So he does, and we see the paw again, and some like smoke coming out of like because the beast like snarls, and their narration starts back up. Smalls gets freaked out about this as like he gets more and more scared. They go to buy a new baseball the next day. Swinson, I think go get the ball, and they see Wendy Peppercorn.
Yes.
That Wendy Peppercorn is one fine piece of ace, says Squints. She knows Squints has a crush on her too. She has this like smile on her face when she sees the kids looking at her. We get slow motion ass.
Here's the thing
on this girl.
Here's the thing. Let me hold on. So I think she probably is smiling at them to be polite, to be nice to these stupid little twerps, right? That she has to probably deal with every once in a while. And she's also like, a lifeguard and stuff. So she is like she's used to that, whatever.
Sure.
She's around the kids all the time that she has to take care of. This is from a child's perspective of having a crush on the hot girl. There is no way she was giving goo-goo eyes to this little fuck.
Well, this isn't from Squint's perspective, though. This is from Smalls.
But it's from Smalls, the story that Squints gave to Smalls. Like, she went by and I'm so, like, enamored with her. There is no way in hell when we get to the end and it's, oh yeah, she waited for him and then they get, fuck off. They never got married. None of that shit happened. None of your stories of what happened to your friends happened. I don't believe it. Not anything that comes out of this kid's mouth. He's an unreliable narrator.
He is the voice of the Los Angeles Dodgers, Rachel. If you can't trust him, he's in broadcasting.
Stories. He wasn't even into making stories like Arthur. He's a little engineer. And like, what is this crazy
thing?
So
you don't even think that he's the broadcaster for the Los Angeles Dodgers?
Well, he might be, but now I'm starting to wonder if he wasn't even that like smart as a kid. Maybe he was even like worse.
No, I believe that
true
he's
Gus.
just like as a little egghead. I'm gonna say that you might be right that she's just like rolling her eyes at like the fact that this little kid has a crush on him.
There's no way she's going.
No, she's not doing that. I think she's more rolling her eyes at him. I could see.
So gross that this entire movie has her like doing that every once in a while. That's perverse.
I could see like 8-10 years from now, because like she's only probably like 5 years older than them. Probably like 16 and they're 11.
She is 16. They are 11. In 10 years, she will be 26.
Yes. And he'll be 21. So like that's why I'm saying like
she's not going for the younger guy.
Not in the 60s. But she's holding out for Squints. So.
No, she's not. Nobody holds out for Squints.
Nobody likes Millhouse.
I like Millhouse way better than Squints.
I got you something.
God. I'm sorry.
We got Millhouses all over Valley, babe.
I hate this kid so much every time he's on the screen, and he's on the screen so much.
They get back to the Sandlot, and they're like, Squints had the hots for Wendy, and Squints is like, no, I didn't. And Yeah says, yeah, you were. So that's like, where you get the yeah.
Doesn't he also do like the I just can't, I have to get over it. He like acts weird here. It's so gross.
He says he has a lot of things on his mind.
I think
a lot of things
on my mind. Weirdo.
Ham is baking. He says that it's too hot to play today. Now, we did learn, looking at some of the behind-the-scenes stuff, Rachel, that they were in Salt Lake City, and some of these days it really was that hot.
Right.
So they were... I think they just had the filming schedule backwards here, because they're like, we're not fucking playing, Benny. It is ridiculously hot out here.
Mm-hmm.
And Benny says, tries to insult them to try to get them to play, because Benny would play all day, every day, if he had his brothers.
Oh, absolutely.
So Benny's like, okay, fine, well, we'll vote then. Anybody who wants to be a can't hack it panty waist who wears their mama's bra, raise your hand. They all raise their hands because they're like, yeah, this isn't going to work, Benny. You're not going to like trick us into not doing this.
Because Benny goes with them to the pool, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They're his friends. He always does what they all want to do.
I kept thinking like, you guys go then. As like, I don't even remember him having even a line or on-screen presence at the pool.
He's there with them. He's like standing in the back most of the time.
Yeah, he's just cooling off.
Because he's like, okay, fine, be like that. So what do you want to do? And then they all, say like, we're going to the pool.
Yeah.
Scam pool honeys. Because the pool honeys, I think, are all the hot girls at the pool, Rachel.
I also thought they were MILFs, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, well, some of them might be.
The ones that I feel like Ham goes by, unless it's just because of, hairdos and whatnots.
A little bit of is that.
I feel like some of them are just the moms with their kids and the kids are in the pool.
I think that's probably more accurate than not. Yes. But I think that's like part of the joke is that they're all there like, to see these like honeys, and they're all like these 30-year-old women that are like there with the kids.
I know, but he like goes by and he says things.
I thought that was kind of funny though.
It's so gross. I'd be like uncomfortable.
It's supposed to be just like stupid kid charming though.
It's not. It's just gross to me. You don't go up to a woman and go, I remember you. Yeah, that's sexy. Fuck that.
That's supposed to be like part of it though, where he's just like this little like shitty little like turd child trying to like make a pass at these women. And we go through the whole idea, like they never saw Playboy, but it was nice to look at these women. It's supposed to be almost like that they're afraid of the women. They don't understand it yet. They don't understand their hormones.
I understand. It's fine. It's gross boy things. Fine.
I do remember Ham saying, I remember you, and like pointing at the one though. Yes. Is hilarious.
Well, I think he's fucking with them a little bit though.
He is. Yeah.
Because he does a big cannonball to get them wet.
He blows them a kiss and then he cannonballs into the pool. Yeah.
And
it's like a lame
around.
It's like a tame Caddyshack, this whole scene of them in the pool, Rachel. You could have had one of them saying Dookie and running out, and it would have like you could mirror this scene up with the scene in Caddyshack, and it would fit. Small says like they talked a big game, but if any of them came up to them and like talked to them, they'd pee their pants. So it's again like the little kid. They're all good at openers until shit hits the fan.
Yeah.
We learned that Wendy is the lifeguard here.
Mm-hmm.
And they all stop and stare at her. Should have been a slow-mo of her getting on duty. Like it should have been like a guy is on lifeguard duty or something. Yeah, they're all like horsing around in the pool. They swap, and then like all the action stops, and they all just stop and like look at her getting ready to like be on the podium.
They do that in Stranger Things with the guy, where it's his turn, and all the women are like going
all the
MILFs
stop and stare at him. Yeah.
So it's like the opposite. It's too much. Yeah.
That's gross. But they don't do that, and I think that should have been. I know it's cliched, but sometimes cliched stuff is good.
Instead, she's just doing the the responsible thing of putting sunscreen on her skin, and they're just like she knows what she's doing, protecting her skin. That's what she's doing.
yeah, that's right. They all say she knows what she's doing. But that's again also funny to me because like they
it's a
think
problem
that
mentality of
more.
boys, though. That's the problem mentality of like. I know this is.
I understand.
Deep. I know it's too deep. Okay, I get it. Shut up, anybody listening. I know it's too deep, but at the same time, it is a bad mentality to like have children, like boys, think that is the way it is. That it's like, oh no, she's putting on lotion for me. She's putting on fucking sunscreen. Don't sexualize it. Then it gets to like the boy, like the men who go like, oh, you smiled at me and now I'm going to constantly pursue you. And it's like, no, leave me alone. It's not for you. I'm just being nice. You know, like it's the same idea.
I'm not going to dispute that.
I
just think
saying. I know it's too deep.
To me, it's just supposed to be just funny of just these idiot kids thinking that like
thinking stupid things, but
that,
the men that grow up
still
thinking like this, that's a problem.
Yeah, but we call those people losers and morons.
Yes, but I'm just saying. I'm sorry. That's all it makes me think of is just like, oh god, it's just like men that act like this.
They all get their preteen boners for Wendy Peppercorn. They're all freezing cold. And you can tell they're all freezing cold because they're all standing there watching Wendy and like their lips are like, they're doing that chattering thing when you're in water that's too cold.
Yes.
Allegedly, the water was like 60 degrees that they were in because it was like past the summertime when they like filmed this scene.
It's so like they did the opposite. Why did they do the opposite?
Not heat the pool or swap to do this on the hot days.
It was so dumb.
Squints is especially cool, like, because he's supposed to, this is Squint's scene. Really shattering his lip. It actually kind of works for the scene a little bit if he's, like, drumming up in his head what he's going to do.
Mm-hmm.
So he says, every summer, she's oiling and smiling, and I can't take it anymore. So he, like, moves away from the rest of the crowd. And they say he does a desperate thing. So he goes to the deep end of the pool. And he gets on the diving board, even though he can't swim. And he looks up at Wendy and he waves. He waves at Wendy and he kind of does a Millhouse. He kind of does like a...
Oh, I hate it. Yes. Like he waves at her and she's just like, yep, I see you because I have to watch you dive so I can make sure you're okay.
He dives in. And the second he dives in, Rachel, all the boys run after him. They don't even give it like a second. They're all like, oh... he's got to be fucked because like he doesn't know how to swim. So they all run over there. And because they all make a commotion about it, Wendy dives in to save him and they pull him out of the pool. Wendy does have a second lifeguard on duty to help her as well. That is a dude. I think there's 3. I think there's 2 guys and her. Yeah. Yeah. Which wouldn't it have been funny if the guys is the one that starts applying
that's what should have happened. Absolutely.
They do a half-assed mouth-to-mouth
The kid has a death grip on his glasses. He is not drowning. Just hit him in the face.
Yes.
Stop pretending. You have a death grip on your glasses. You would have dropped those suckers if you were drowning.
Rachel wanted a nice, like, stop it.
Just slap him.
It's a poor attempt at CPR. Maybe this is why Wendy Peppercorn has a thing for her, Rachel. She's like, nah, I know what he's doing.
She did not.
No, she did not.
And this is the worst. What he does with his fucking face here.
Allegedly, the director told him no tongue. Like, I think it was more like a stern warning. I think it was a stern warning, and it was a way to try to like get the actor to be more calm about having to do this. Because, like, I don't care like how much you're an actor. This would be, I have to kiss a girl. I have to take advantage of a girl in this scene.
Yeah.
Not the best thing to have to do. So the director apparently was like, do not use your tongue. I think is a way to try to like...
make a joke out of the situation.
Make a joke for him, yeah. So he suddenly opens his eyes and grins and then grabs her like by the back of the head to kiss her back. This magic moment starts playing. So he assaults the sport girl.
Mm-hmm.
She calls him a little pervert.
And throws him out immediately.
And they say, oh shit, or like, we're in deep shit. And then like Wendy kicks them all out.
Mm-hmm.
All of them get kicked out. She leads them all the way out and just forces them out of there. Wendy's pissed back at her station. Did you plan that? And he goes, I've been planning it for years. Okay, Rachel, now, the narrator comes back in, and they acknowledge the fact that what he did was wrong.
Nobody had the guts to put the moves on the lifeguard, but he did. No. I'm sorry. You didn't put the moves on you assaulted somebody? You faked drowning and then assaulted somebody.
Michael Squints Palladorus walked a little taller that day, and we had to tip our hats to him.
Even though he didn't deserve it.
He was lucky she hadn't beat the crap out of him.
And I wish she would have.
We wouldn't have blamed her. See, we wouldn't have blamed her. What he'd done was sneaky, rotten, and low.
Called assault.
It's called assault, brother. And cool. So there you go, Rachel. It was also cool.
None of that
because,
is cool.
you know, hey, assaulting dames back in the 60s, that's cool. You know, you grab an ass and shit. Hey, we learned from The Outsiders, which takes place after this. These kids could have been greasers. They wouldn't have been socias. These kids could have been greasers 8 years from now when they're like, hey, gonna go look up a dame's skirt, you know? Hey. That's what they were doing. You know, it's just sign of the times.
Yep, a really bad part of it.
Not another one among us would have ever in a million years, even for $1 million, have the guts to put the moves on the lifeguard. Yeah, you're right. He did not put the moves on the lifeguard. He tricked the lifeguard.
There is a difference.
He did. He had kissed a woman, and he had kissed her long and good. We got banned from the pool forever that day, but every time we walked by after that, the lifeguard looked down from her tower, right over at Squints, and smiled.
Like, fuck you, kid. You don't get to come in here.
Good thing Rachel was not the Wendy Peppercorn, or Squints wouldn't have gotten his...
Oh, he would have been dead. I don't think that kid would have lived through getting kicked out of that pool.
While the narration is taking place, Wendy tries to say looking pissed, but then she just shakes her head. She does that, like...
oh, you little
shit.
Scamp!
Yeah, and waves back at him, and Squints is like, whoa! And, like, waves and runs off.
I don't believe it.
So, that was vignette number, 2 or 3 of this movie. It's got that Christmas Story vibe, but the plot has not started yet.
There is no real plot, no.
Yeah. So the next scene, it's dusk, and Benny goes to grab Smalls to play because this is the one day a year that they get to play at night. It's July 4th. They're having a cul-de-sac party. Mm-hmm. Fireworks give off enough light, just enough light for them to be able to play.
Which means it's gotta be just loud and annoying.
There's gotta be a lot of fireworks to make enough light.
That is horrendous.
Well, again, back then, just lighting off, M320s all over the place.
People do that now. It's obnoxious.
Celebrate your country by blowing up a small part of it. So this is the very Americana scene, Rachel.
Oh, yeah, sure.
This is the July 4th scene. I think people, this is a July 4th movie because of this scene in particular, not to mention all the rest of the Americana of baseball and summer and stuff.
Right.
But this scene definitely would be. Ham is grabbing food all the way as he goes, before he hits the Sandlot. And the narrator comes back in and gives us some more prose. And what happens throughout this whole thing is, and here's a qualm that I have with this particular scene.
Okay.
I wanted the lighting of the fireworks to be better. I wanted it to be really flash light, and then a second of black, and then more light. Especially if you're gonna do the slow-mo thing, to
where it's
give
darkness, where
more
all of a sudden you see them doing stuff. Yeah,
and it could have been kind of cool because it could have been them throwing the ball, and then it's black, and then
the other one catching
and then
him
it
during
flashes
the light.
and he catches it in the light. Yeah, I think that could have been a kind of a cool. It looks fine. And it works. It works fine.
Well,
I just think that would have been a way to do it.
They don't really do much. Benny hits the ball, and he's rounding the bases, and they're all just dumbfounded staring at the fireworks.
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to show you the difference between Rachel just dumbfoundedly stared up into the sky
with their mouths open like chicken drowning, or turkeys drowning in a rainstorm. Like
it's showing that like they're kids, right? Like they love the fireworks, but Benny doesn't care about the fireworks. He only cares about baseball, play. So he's just running the bases. But it should give you that old patriotic feeling, folks, if you watch this scene. Ray Charles is singing America the Beautiful. They're mesmerized by the colors as Benny runs the bases. It really does give you that sense of July 4th fireworks as a kid. We didn't play like baseball at night as kids on July 4th, but like I would go out with my friends and we would do shit because it's light, very late in the day on July 4th, so you can. And we went and watched fireworks a couple of times and stuff. You, me, and Mom would have that tradition, Rachel, where we would try to we'd go out to like the country and set up the car so that we could like watch the fireworks from like 8 different directions.
Right. Yeah, because there'd all be the different shows going on.
So there's your July 4th-ness in this scene. America. America.
I thought you were about to do America. Fuck yeah.
Another day. This is when they're picking off Benny, Rachel.
Yes.
They're trying to pick off Benny. So it doesn't have a thematic reason.
It doesn't have any reason. That's bad.
That's a problem.
That's a problem. I knew it happened a second time. Even if it happens here and then it happens a third time.
That would have been fine.
Because now it's like he's learning, like, because he should have gotten on that first one.
It should have just been that he always gets,
or does he just always get it?
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
It's just that it should happen a third time. And it shouldn't matter. Like, it either should be the real baseball team thinks that they have him dead to rights and he outsmarts them.
Yes.
Or Hercules somehow corners him and he's able to get out of the corner.
Yeah.
Well, because Hercules thinks that he's playing with them the entire time.
Yeah.
He always thinks that he's playing with them.
We're playing. Yeah. Finally somebody wants to play.
He thinks that he's playing with them when they're just playing baseball. He's just watching them play and thinks that he's playing with them.
Yeah.
He's a massive, and he's like, I'm not going to run.
Oh, this is
I'll
great.
watch you play.
Yeah, throw the ball.
So Benny is being picked off. He outplays it again. He grabs home. And oh shit, here comes Camp MVP, Rachel.
Really,
Camp Horsewater.
Yes.
So here's another like needle drop here. Ham approaches.
Which I don't even understand why they came over here.
To taunt them.
For what? They're not like, they don't play against them. Is it just because of Benny?
I think they try to recruit Benny. That's the end goal. But they really just want to stick it to this group of kids because
it doesn't make any sense.
Because here's the thing. The Sandlot kids have the heart. They play for the love of the game, Rachel. And the camp MVP, I don't remember what their team name is called. They play because...
There's a T. I have no idea what that means. But
they're like the Tigers or something. They play because they think that they're better than everyone at it, you know? Mm-hmm. So it's that whole, we play because we love baseball and you play for money kind of shit. And they're just like, Benny, if you weren't such a loser, like playing with these like fucking losers, you could come with us and like actually play baseball. They could have put stakes on the game. Like Benny could have been like, I'll tell you what, if the Sandlot team wins, you guys like don't ask me to ever play with you again. Or like we get to play on your diamond once a week or some shit.
Sure. Yeah, that would make more sense.
If you guys can beat us, I'll join your team. There could have been stakes to this, and there really aren't.
Right. It's very...
They could have made this a bigger deal.
I also think it's really stupid that they blow them away. But that's just my opinion.
Because it's just another like thing that happens.
It's just
where it just kind of like passes by.
It's a fantasy.
No, I could see them actually beating them because the whole idea is that all they do is practice and play baseball.
Sure, so like, I guess that's true. I felt like it was very far-fetched.
Especially with each other, because like they truly are like a unit.
Yeah, I don't know. It felt really far-fetched, like a fantasy to me.
Yeah, and it could be because he, like you're saying, he's just a kid telling his story. So
yeah,
or an old man telling his story.
And like maybe they did win, But maybe it was closer than he's making it out.
Yeah, it was probably closer than he made it out.
Because they're making it out like we got freaking homers every time we hit it. They got like they were struck out every time. Okay.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah,
it's an unreliable,
this is a baseball team. I don't believe you. Maybe it's a little closer than you're saying. But anyways, go ahead. You want to do the famous scene of they play ball like a girl? Go on.
Ham approaches them all pissed off. He slams his mitt down, and then they all slam his mitts down. I have a feeling that Ham is the one that takes the most brunt from them.
Oh, absolutely.
Because he's fat.
Yeah.
But also, he does become a professional wrestler, as we're told at the end of this movie, Rachel. So he is the one that can cut the best promos.
I mean, sorry.
Yeah, I became Vader. All you guys think that you're so good at baseball, you play ball like a girl. Oh, Vader. That's what he says. So the real ball players all come up on bikes with their uniforms against our ragtag group of rugrats.
Mm-hmm.
And they go back and forth. MVP saying insults. The only one of you here worth a shit is Rodriguez. And it's a lot easier for Rodriguez to play with a bunch of losers and fat kids. What'd you say, crap face? You shouldn't be allowed to touch a baseball. Except for Rodriguez, you're all an insult to the game. So they're like, well, we'll take you here right now. And Phillips is like, we play on a real diamond, Porter.
You ain't good enough to lick the dirt off our cleats. Watch it, jerk. Shut up, idiot. Moron. Scab eater. Butt sniffer. Pus licker. Fart smeller. You eat dog crap for breakfast, geek. You mix your weeds with your mama's toe jam. Yeah! You bob for apples in the toilet, and you like it. You play ball like a girl.
Moron, scab eater, butt sniffer, pus licker. So they're escalating, Rachel. Fart smeller. You eat dog crap for breakfast, geek. You mix Wheaties with your mama's toe jam. Okay. You bob for apples in the toilet. And you like it. And then Rachel, of course, this is where he says the escalation comes to a complete halt. Because he says, you play ball like a girl. Which is an insulting thing to say. Of course.
Why?
I think because it's misogynistic.
So who's the
you're saying you're thinking I'm saying
yes.
because it's insulting to him.
There you
no,
go.
I'm saying it's like an insulting
I was like,
thing
who's
to...
that an insult to?
No, I'm saying it's like an insulting
it's a stupid thing to say.
They all believe that would be an insulting thing to say.
Right. Yeah. No.
Yeah, so they all think that's a very insulting thing to
they all
say.
like,
So they're like, fine. Tomorrow, noon, our field. Be there, buffalo butt breath. Count on it, pee drinking crap face. So all these little like elementary school insults that they're slinging back and forth at each other. Rachel, the you play ball like a girl thing, obviously the most outdated thing. I mean, they could have played on that. They would. This isn't Little Giants or Mighty Ducks where like the girl's going to play with them and like show that,
I think,
Yeah,
I saw like an image from the like Sandlot 2, which
there is a girl I think in the Sandlot
saw a
2.
girl on the cover of that one. I'm assuming because this one was just so like against women.
I don't know if it's against women, but
you play ball like a girl. Mom is just like the housewife. A sexual assault against a woman because she's only an item to look at. Oh wait, those are the only women in this show.
Yes, that's true. No, I'm trying to think of like how they could have done that better because like nowadays, like even I think there was even like an ad campaign, like a Nike ad campaign in recent years of like you play ball like a girl. And then of course
then it's the opposite of like, yeah, you should, because then it shows all like the really athletic women who can do things.
That was an insult back in the day.
Of course it was.
That people would like say, or you throw like a girl.
You
throw like a girl would always be like the thing, right?
But what does that mean? Like, I never got, like, what is that supposed to mean?
I mean, it's obviously like you're weak.
I understand, because according to men, women are the weaker sex. Sure.
Especially baseball. Because baseball is a sport that is about precision, accuracy to like hit the baseball.
I think there was still races where women are faster than men. There's bunch of stuff where there's like these women who are like actually better than men, but they go, oh yeah, but you wouldn't have actually won. It's like, no, actually they did. They beat your time by like a lot. It's always pushed aside. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that it's like, this is stupid, though the weaker fucking sex, my ass.
It's a strange line. I don't know what they could have changed it to or improved it on to make it a more of a good like final insult. But of course, that is something that has endured through time, is that you play ball like a girl line. This really could have been half the movie, is them gearing up to play the real baseball team.
Don't they just do it right now? Aren't they playing it like right now?
Yeah, it's the exact next scene. Is that them just like there?
But it's not like tomorrow. They're all wearing the same clothes.
Because they have their Sandlot uniforms. Yeah, maybe that was just a mistake, because it is supposed to be the next day at noon, I think.
Yeah.
Unless it was that same day at noon. I don't remember. Ham is insulting them the entire time from the catcher position. They're striking out. He's trying to get under their skin to get an advantage.
Yeah, he's just heckling them.
He ends up hitting a homer.
Like,
he even does like a
your sister slept with Squeak.
Yeah, there's a your sister slept with Squeak. Hurry up, better.
Squeak is endearing. Squints is not.
Ham is, you mean? Oh, Squeaks. You're you're comparing Squeaks to Squints. Okay.
Yes, because they're both. I don't even know. I guess Squeak would actually be more so. Scott?
Yes, Scotty.
Scott.
Smalls.
I don't know any of their names. Smalls.
Ham at one point says, if my dog was as ugly as you, I'd shave his butt and tell him to walk backwards.
Very weird.
Is that your sister out there in left field? Is she naked? Is she naked up there? Shut up, Porter. Hey, I'm just trying to have a little friendly conversation. Think she'll go out with me? I do like that he puts the think she'll go out with me at the end there. Just trying to get under their skin by like insulting these guys. The Sandlot kids are just so much better. As we already talked about, it would have been nice if they had to overcome
Scott,
this. Yeah, including Smalls.
Mm-hmm. Including Smalls. He like even does like a slide in.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
yeah. It would have been nice if they had to overcome this somehow.
Yes,
practice
like, okay, wait,
to beat them.
All right, they might actually be better than us, but if we do this, we have those have some strategy sesh go on for a second.
Yeah, do something, outsmart them.
Because they're an actual baseball team. They actually play against other people all the time.
Yeah. Have it be that Ham doing the insults does get under their skin enough that it does throw them off their game. That's how you got an advantage. Have Smalls be the winning run. Like, oh shit, like we're tied and Smalls is up. Like we're fucked.
It's like, come on, Smalls, you can do it.
And he hits the run or something.
Right.
Like even make it that. Yeah.
Or Smalls steals home, and that's why it comes back in the end.
It comes back to Benny stealing home. Yeah.
Yeah. Because he'd be like, no, don't do it. And
or like
and
we
then he
said,
does it anyways.
have him be caught, have Benny be caught, and then and the baseball team is like all cocky, thinking like they've got him, and then they don't, because Benny is better than at all of them. Yeah, this was a wasted opportunity.
It just kind of happened, and then it was done. There was nothing to it.
He even says, like, after the game is over, he's like, we just beat the crap out of those guys. Which goes back to your point, Rachel, of like, how reliable is that story? Like, did they really win that easily? Like, probably not. They could have done something more with it. That night they celebrate at the carnival. Oh boy, a carnival! They decide to do the stupidest thing they've ever done, says Smalls. Benny pays for all of it, which contrasts our old headcanon, Rachel, of thinking that for some reason he was like destitute, because he pays for everything for the whole team.
My assumption is that he does have like a little side gig then.
I think so too.
I think he has a side gig.
He's doing like a newspaper route or something.
Because that's what he says to him. Like, didn't you ever have a newspaper route? Or like something like that.
You throw
like,
the
don't you ever
throw it just like you would throw a paper? Yeah.
Which I'm like, he never did. He never had a paper route, so he doesn't even understand what you mean by that. That confused him even more. He's like, Nate, now I have to throw papers.
Paper route? What's that? What's his name? Gertrude? what's the nerdy kid's name? Not
the tall one?
The tall one.
Nerdlinger? I don't know what his name is. Well, considering he's called other people
Bertram.
geeks, this is what he gets. Bertram. And his name is Bertram. He can't be talking.
So Bertram's like, oh, I've been saving this for a special occasion. And he pulls out Big League chewing tobacco, which is probably going to be our sponsor if I can find a commercial from back then for it.
Oh, God.
As I explained to Rachel, baseball players back in the day used to chew on chewing tobacco constantly and like spit and stuff.
Ugh.
I've known people that have like
I know
tried
someone who
chewing tobacco.
Yeah, we know somebody who also still probably does, and he shouldn't. And I can smell
put the
it.
stuff in your mouth.
It's so gross.
It's gross. It's really gross. I guess the idea I think is supposed to be that it's like almost like caffeine because it's a narcotic because it's nicotine. So I guess it does like give you some sort of energy.
You know people who tried it?
I do know people that have tried it. Yeah. And it does, and allegedly, I have not, of course, because I'm a good little boy. But allegedly, it does like make you like lightheaded and like nauseous.
It's here to put some chemicals and just hold them in your mouth.
Well, because it goes through your gums.
I know
like,
it
literally
like destroys
soaks
your
in.
jaw. Yeah.
Yeah.
That smell. Oh God, I can smell it. Like I know what it smells like. It's disgusting.
So Smalls is like, I don't know what this is, and they're like, so they say we get another "You're killing me, Smalls" from Ham, because they're like, you probably don't even know who the babe is, and he's like, of course I do. Fuck you guys, right? So they all take some dip, and they all hop on the twirly ride. What's the ride called? Because it spins in a circle and it tilts. You sit 2 to a seat at most.
Okay.
And then it spins like this, and then it like goes up on its side and continues to spin.
Is it the tilt-a-whirl?
I think it's just tilt-a-whirl, yeah.
It's a carny ride. They all spin.
It's very, well, carny rides. They just all spin.
They do, though. Look at them. Look at every carny ride. They all spin. That's
Well,
like all
'cause,
they do.
I mean, okay, because, Rachel, are you going to trust the carnies with any other action other than spin? I'm not. I don't even trust them with spin.
No. I don't like spinny rides. I'm not a spinny ride person. I like
I'm
roller
a spinny ride
coasters.
person.
I know.
I like
don't
to spin.
I have never liked spinny rides, but I love roller coasters.
They go on that twirly ride. I don't think it's Gravitron, because Gravitron, you're like up against the wall.
No,
This
Gravitron is like an arm.
They're just in a cart, and it's like spins, and then it like goes up like a top, and then it like comes back down.
Let me think of my roller coaster tycoon knowledge here.
Yeah, I was trying to think of like which one it would be called in Roller Coaster Tycoon. Okay, according to Google Gemini, it was called a Trabant. Was the name of the flat ride that they're on. A Trabant. They're feeling themselves. They're all excited. They're all like going crazy. Tequila is playing the entire time. And then they start really feeling it because the thing is spinning. It makes you nauseous if you're not used to chewing tobacco, or snuff. So they clearly all get sick. They all try to spit out the chew.
They
all try to
disgusting scene.
It's
Unnecessary.
It's kids movie. We're being edgy by having vomit in it.
No, I think that's disgusting. I don't think it's a funny joke. Ha ha ha. No, it's just gross. It's so unnecessary.
Kids like gross
No
shit.
kids like this shit. This is just disgusting. This is like causing trauma to children. They're never going to want to go to carnivals or any of that because of what this show did to me when I was a kid.
They make it clear that it's because they had the snuff in and it made them all sick. They try to spit it all out too. Like they all are like chucking the snuff, but it's too late and they vomit all over the ride. And then we see it all over them. Ham like burps at the end and he's like, okay, I feel better now. And that's the end of that. So still no plot to be had here, at least an hour into the movie now. Bill is going to the airport. They say he looks pale, so this must be like the next day after he was sick. Bill tells Smalls he's going to be the man of the house now. He's going to Chicago for business, and they'll play catch when he gets back. So apparently he has no idea that... He
has not played catch this entire summer with this child.
That his stepson has been playing baseball like every day.
Right.
We learned that they all swore off snuff from that
really
day
bad
forward.
Stepdad, I gotta say. I would hope so, even though they become baseball. Like, I'm surprised that Benny did.
Well, he'd probably choose on the sunflower seeds.
Oh, that's true.
So does this mean that Bertram, because Bertram's whole thing was he got really into the 60s and no one ever saw him again? Is that because he brought the drugs out for them when they were kids? Because he brought out the snuff.
That. So he just becomes a drug dealer.
Got into the drugs. Yeah.
Wow.
So the plot starts, Rachel. It starts with an omen. So Nunez pitches in slow motion, and Benny just rockets this fucking ball and blows it up. And Smalls catches it, and it's just busted in half.
It's just like the ball exploded. The seam came undone. It's just unraveling.
And they're like, well, what does this mean? And they kind of say, like, blowing up a baseball means good luck or bad luck. Do they say that? I don't recall.
Do you mean like in general? Do they say that that's
bad
luck, or do they say that
it's
in
an
game?
omen? They say it's an
omen. Yeah.
But I don't remember if they say it's an omen one way or the other. They're just like, it's an omen. We're gonna like see something. Like something's gonna happen here.
Something's going to happen. Yeah, it's weird.
And Benny is like, all this means is we can't play no more. It might be yeah, or one of them is like, are you kidding? That was amazing. We just saw you fucking blow up a baseball.
Right. Nobody's gonna believe it. Yeah. I think they call it bitchin' and stuff too.
Oh, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. And they're all like, well, we don't have another 98 cents to be able to get a baseball, which back then, Rachel, was probably a lot of money.
I couldn't believe when he said that. Do you just have 98 cents lying around? I was like, that's funny.
Well, do you want to do the old inflation calculator?
Conversion? I don't care. What year is this?
62.
Okay, so 98 cents in 1962 would be $10.81 today.
There you go. Which I still think that you could probably scrounge up $10 today if you were a kid, right? You probably. Although they have to do this multiple times because they have to do it every time a ball goes over the beast's fence. So yeah, they're spending a lot of money on baseballs.
Maybe you could get them in bulk. You know, you get a big thing of baseballs and you're good to go. Yeah. That's all I'm thinking.
Go get yourself over to Costco. You get yourself a big basket of baseballs.
Yeah, exactly.
That was also the alternative title to this, Rachel. Big basket of baseballs.
Now that's a title.
Smalls is like, well, I've got a ball. Thinking that the ball signed by some girl named Baby Ruth is just some chick.
Yeah.
Now, why? Okay.
If you have
Smalls.
a signed baseball sitting on this thing, you wouldn't have even thought to use that. Okay, hold on.
Okay, we're both getting frustrated with Smalls. You go ahead.
No. You're right. I already know what you're thinking. Why would you even pick up a ball that's signed by anybody that your stepfather has on display? That is not a ball to play with. You had a ball that you were tossing around with your stepfather. Where is
That's
that?
also true. Yeah, where did that ball go?
Where is that?
All right,
Plot
I
hole.
didn't think about that.
Plot hole.
No, you see, Bill, I take that ball with me everywhere.
I just like to toss.
I
it
can't
in
let
the
you
air
play with
when
that
I
ball.
Try to do my scammy salesman stuff.
Yes, my point was like, even if you thought it was just some chick, what the fuck were you thinking?
Yeah, that's
this
not
is
okay.
Clearly important.
Right.
Even if you don't know who this is, clearly this is important.
Right.
Oh, this is the bitchin' line, Rachel, because he comes out, he brings the ball, they don't inspect it, they don't look at it at all. But they're like, because you think that somebody would be like, how
did none of them
Smalls.
look at it? They somehow just go, oh yeah, thanks. Let's just hide it behind my body. I will never look at it with my eyes.
Benny's like, okay, your ball, you get first ups. Your ball, you're ups. A Babe Ruth autographed signed baseball. Currently, you can get one on eBay for $750,000. There's other ones that I can see here. There's one for $222,000. I see one for $58,000. They're all over the place in the prices.
He kind of looks like a schlub. Is that just all baseball players, though?
I mean, he was just according to Seinfeld Steinbrenner, he was just a fat man Fat man that could hit a baseball long. He looked like a schlub. He was just he was just stronger and more precise than everyone at the time. Yeah. He was fat. He was just that strong, so of course he hit a million fucking home runs.
I do have a fun fact later.
Okay.
From when we get to see Dream Babe Ruth.
A Babe Ruth signed baseball typically ranges from 5,000 to 50,000. They've gone as far as 388,000 at auction. So that guy that's trying to get the 750,000 is barking up the wrong tree. I'm actually surprised that they're not worth more, but maybe he just signed a lot of baseballs. So they're not like as rare as you'd think.
Okay.
Because I thought that they would have actually been worth more than that. Anyway.
Sure.
So when they say later that like it's worth more than his life, they're not lying. But this is still very stupid. Smalls nails it and hits a home run, hits it over the beast's wall. And he's super excited, but then he realizes what this means. And they're all like happy for him because this is his first home run.
Right.
And he's rounding the bases and then he just stops running. And Ham is like, run the bases. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And Benny's like, dude, you hit your first home run. Like,
yeah, don't worry about it. We'll get another one. We'll get another
ball. Yeah, it'll be fine. And he stares at the fence. We hear the beast. And he's like, you don't understand. Oh my God.
He looks like he's going to like explode. He's having a conniption. This poor kid, the anxiety.
This is just...
why did you use this ball? Why did you use this ball?
Why did you use it? You were going to hit the ball.
I was going to say, it's going to get all messed up from you guys playing around with it anyways and rubbing it in the dirt.
It wasn't my ball. It was my stepdad's. I stole it from his trophy room. Somebody gave it to him. And Squints is like, okay, let's just say this is a matter of life and death. Where did he get it? And he goes, some lady signed it. Baby Ruth. And they're all like, Babe Ruth! And they all climb the fence and try to get the ball, of course, because you would have to. Like, that amount of money now is like 10 times what it was. So a giant paw comes down, takes the ball because Hercules thinks that they're playing with him.
Ball! Yay!
Like, yeah. I've got the ball! Come get the ball! And they're like, you actually played, you brought to this field and had us play with a baseball signed by Babe Ruth. The fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, but I was gonna bring it back. But it was signed by Babe Ruth. Yeah. You keep telling me that. Who is she? What? The Sultan of Swat. The King of Crash. The Colossus of Clout. The Colossus of Clout. Babe Ruth! The Great Bambino! Oh my God, you mean that's the same guy?
That's the same guy?
Yeah. Oh my God, that's the same guy?
His freak out is actually really great. I really do like his freak out.
Yeah. Him saying, oh my God, that's the same guy is pretty funny. Benny tries to explain to him that Babe Ruth was like the Hercules of baseball. Smalls gets like all upset and is going to pass out because he's like in shock.
Oh, yeah.
I think that I would say that this, Rachel, is where you see that he's been accepted into their team because they don't all just say like, you're on your fucking own. Like, we are not like, you didn't bring that ball here. We don't know what happened. We're not going to have your back. They're all like, we're going to get that ball back because otherwise Dennis Leary is going to come back and murder our friend.
Yeah.
And he might legally be able to do it if he tells the judge that my shitty little stepson ruined my Babe Ruth signed baseball. A jury in 1962 might be like...
Understandable.
Time served.
My God.
They need to get a replacement ball, so they scrounge all the money that they can together.
Yeah, I like, he says, find bottles to sell back, because you can do that. Right. You can get cents for the bottles.
Yeah. So they get a ball and they write in shitty lettering.
Oh my God, Benny
misspelled.
Has horrible handwriting.
All he cares about is baseball.
He's just
so
trying
of course he
to,
does.
Yeah. So he's just trying to write it so that they have a placeholder for the ball while they try to get it back.
Yeah, that's what he tells them to, because they're like, this is terrible, Benny. And he's like, it doesn't matter. It just needs to be a ball that has a name on it so that if his mom looks at it, she doesn't, freak out. Like, because he's explained to them that Bill's out of town and everything, and Smalls goes, puts the fake ball, back onto the pedestal, spelled completely wrong, looking clearly like a child signed it.
Right.
Which I do love them, because that means that Karen Allen comes in and is like, oh, Babe Ruth had some childish handwriting for being an old drunk man,
like,
huh?
oh, jeez.
She tells him, you know, Scotty, he doesn't like you touching his things. So I guess you get a little bit there of like Rachel
he's
rolled her eyes
because
hard.
he's such a hard ass. I don't like this stepdad that he's being forced to call dad. I think it's because of her. Now that I'm like, because he goes, I was looking at Bill's dad's ball.
I'm sure she's encouraging them to bond.
Oh, of course.
Right?
Yes. Right. Yes.
So has he ever told you about that ball? And Smalls says like, no.
No. And I really wish you would have told me this yesterday.
Don't remember that. Really wish that he would have. Let me tell you that, Mom. I really could have used that fucking story like a day ago. His mom's like, yeah, this was the greatest baseball player that ever lived. To enforce your theory about the misogynistic parts of this movie, Rachel, although it's like a little kid brain. It's a little kid brain a little bit, because he's like, you know, even a grown up girl like my mom knows who Babe Ruth is. And it's like, well, yeah, Smalls, because
you're a little loser. You're a little loser.
Yeah, you're a
kid.
loser. Yeah, you're a little square. It is true. How the fuck would you not know who Babe Ruth is in the 60s? Like, when he would still have been on people's minds.
Sure. Yeah, I think that's kind of the idea.
It's like not knowing who Michael Jordan is, you know?
Who?
What team did Babe
stupid.
Ruth play for? Who knows? Yankees. So they brainstorm on what they're going to have to do. And they're like, well, why don't we just knock on... Who says it? Does Smalls say, why don't we just knock on the door?
I think I think so. Which, he had the right idea.
Mm-hmm. So he says, like, why don't we just knock on the door and ask? And Squints, of course.
If Squints wasn't in this movie,
everything
would have been better.
He still would have been fucked, because Hercules slobbered all over the ball.
I don't think at this point, he like completely destroyed it though. So I think it would have been okay.
You could have maybe cleaned
this old man probably would have still been, you know, old man.
I will get you a ball that you're gonna like.
Right.
Yeah. Squints is like, Mr. Myrtle's the meanest old man that ever lived. The beast spits a ball back out to dare them to play. Hercules is like, come on, come get your ball.
I got your ball. Come get it.
They have no idea what they're going to do. So they're going to try to get this ball back. So they started off primitively with a cereal box periscope and a stick. So Squints is playing the navigator here, and they've got
I would not trust
Ham
him as a navigator.
Ham is the one that's got the stick. Beast just clamps his foot down on it, takes
He's like,
the
ooh,
stick.
are we playing tug now?
He slobbers all over the stick, so that didn't work. Now they got a pot, like from and then like using the erector set, they've made a thing to like clamp down.
That would have been a good one. They could have just kind of like dragged it back over.
Yeah, they're good ideas. They're not. They escalate into decent ideas.
The stick was stupid. Well, how was the stick going to help?
Well, I think they thought if they could like knock it back over, they could like grab it out of the.
I know, but
hole.
you somehow have to figure out like how to drag it back with just a stick. You know what I mean? Like you kind of need something on it to. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Go on.
What they should have done was distracted Beast with another baseball. They should have thrown a baseball
or
over.
Some food.
Or food. Yeah. And then just grabbed that ball.
Yeah.
Because Hercules doesn't know. It would have been like,
difference. Okay, you know what we're going to do is we're going to throw the food over here. You're going to hop the fence, grab it, and come back. Oh, wait, that's too simple. There's no movie. So wait, we could have just talked to the old man and asked for our ball back. Oh wait, that's too simple.
Logic,
this is no movie.
He's the scary old man from like Home Alone or something. That's kind of the way that it plays out. Yeah, they should have played it up more that like, you know, they can
like
see
if he
Mr.
yelled
Myrtle.
Like if he yelled at one point or something, like he's sitting, you know, but like you never, they're just like, yeah, that's not even an option. Why? He's so mean. He's the meanest mean. And it's like, has anybody of you even seen this man before?
Yeah, that's part of it.
He's like this jovial man who can't see. That's it. Like, anyways, I'm sorry. Go on.
Beast paws at it again, and he takes the erector set and he throws it over the fence. It's all mangled up. And they're like, we've seriously underestimated the beast. He's got superior intelligence.
Yeah, I agree.
The ball has slobber all over it. It's all torn apart.
Because he's been chewing on it. Nom, nom, nom.
So they decide... ball, very good. So then they decide to use a vacuum suction to try and grab it. So they come up with this very elaborate plan, Rachel.
It's very elaborate.
A couple of vacuums hooked up to this elongated stick that they've been using.
Tube.
And they're going to suction up the ball using the vacuums. And then they're going to just like retrieve it that way.
You know what they should have done, though? Okay. Fine. Because we find out that it does actually suction up the ball. Okay. But they could have had it where it was like something where it could have closed then. I think that would have done it.
Yeah. Well,
they just needed something to close around it.
Herc would still have like grabbed the stick probably and like pulled the stick and they would have like dropped it.
Yeah.
They could have like if they would have combined these ideas.
Right.
They like they completely abandoned the pot and the erector set drone that they send in. Like if they would have combined these ideas together, they probably could have gotten it. Except for that, then they totally would have been screwed because then Smalls would have just tried to like play off this slobbered, broken baseball.
Oh yeah, right.
So it does suck the ball up when they turn the vacuums on. Of course, Hercules grabs the pipe, bends it, and that shuts the vacuum off. So then, in like the vacuum backfires and it starts to like explode, and they have to evacuate their tree house.
Just unplug it.
This
is boy logic. This is boy logic. Just unplug it.
Yes, it is boy logic. They all freak out. They all jump out of the treehouse. The vacuums explode. One of the twins. This was weird because like you don't get this personality from the twins, the Tibbles, out of the rest of this entire show.
Right.
Because he comes. I thought it was Smalls.
I thought it was
it's not.
too. I thought it was too.
But it's one of the Tibble twins.
It's Tommy. It's the
he
older
says-
one. I looked it up because I was trying to figure out who the hell this is. And it was Tommy.
He's covered in dust, and it's 1960s dust, so he has cancer.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
He says, we've been going at this all wrong. I blame myself. We need a total surprise. And it's like, where did that speech come from?
Yeah, what
that
the
he's
fuck
like,
was
I blame
that?
myself. Like, it was very odd.
Does he understand this stuff? I don't know. Was he the one coming up with the ideas? Are we missing a scene?
That's, yeah,
What
it
is
feels like there's a
this?
scene missing or something.
It felt so out of place.
Their next decision here is to go at it from above.
Mm-hmm.
So they've made an elaborate pulley system to take Yeah over the fence, where he will be dropped down, grab the ball, and then hopefully they can pull him back before Beast murders him.
Right.
Beast is clearly watching the entire time
Absolutely.
while they're doing this too. The way that they shoot this is pretty good, Rachel, because like they're like, okay, pull him up. The lever system that they've got is Ham is got his like he's doing like the feet side of it. It's pretty ingenuitive, and this I guess is where Small's engineering skills come into play.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if one of the Tibbles was also good at that kind of stuff.
I guess it's Tommy because he's the one who came out and goes, I blame myself. Like he's frickin' I can't think of his name. Perkins.
Yeah, I blame myself. You know what?
I don't blame myself.
I blame Ham has like his legs on it to do like the lowering, and then they've got like three of the guys like Benny and Ham and or not Ham, Benny and like a couple of the other guys are like grabbing like the other end as they lower. Yeah. I think they should have lowered Smalls because he's or Squints because he's the smallest, right?
I thought so, probably.
But like, can you
or
not
the one
do
who doesn't
Squints because
speak
he's a
except
coward?
For repeat.
And you can't do Smalls because he's a coward. So it's like, well, yeah, you're the next in line.
I guess. Here, the thing is, it did work. He was in the air. Throw the ball.
He had it. Yeah.
Throw the ball back over the fence. You're right.
Yeah, he freaks out. He freaks
there.
out. But the way that they shoot this is good because, like, yeah, thinks he's like in the clear, and then lifts his head up, and then there's There's Hercules. And he's a mastiff.
He's just sitting there
going, got a giant head.
He's like, "Are you coming to play? Hello, friend." I'm like giving him Doug's voice from Up.
He does snarl at him because he thinks he's playing. I can
smell you. Yeah.
Ham loses his grip. Yeah-Yeah's trapped. They have to all yank him up manually, and Yeah-Yeah drops the ball, which there was no reason for him to drop the ball, but he freaks out, so he does.
Right.
So then they decide to do the last chance. They pull out all the stops. Every erector set piece Smalls has, he brings over, and they made this lunar landing rover thing, which goes back to my whole NASA because it's the 60s thing, where they made this like elaborate Project Mary-esque tunnel for this drone to go through. Yeah, and get to the.
It's like a whole ramp that goes into the other yard.
He says this is going to be a science versus nature.
Nature is science.
Yeah, that's why I paused, because I was like, wait, what? Shouldn't it be man versus nature?
I would have thought so, because like it is like man built something against nature. So why is it? That's a dumb line. It's a dumb line.
This time they had a good idea too, because this time they have a robot. I saw Babe Ruth at Dinky Donuts again. Never mind. They made a catapult with the erector set, so they have to get underneath the ball.
Yes,
and he's just gonna press this button on the erector set, and it'll flip the ball into the air and over the fence. It's not a bad idea.
No.
But what happens, Rachel?
Well, the beast comes out and grabs the robot. He's been just grabbing everything.
No, it's not even that. They actually get under.
Oh yeah, they
scoop
the
ball.
ball. Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah. Oh, this part. Okay, they scoop the ball. They throw the ball. And the beast goes, "Ooh, you threw it for me," and then jumps in the air and
grabs it.
Swallows it whole.
Yeah, he swallows it whole. And then he attacks the erector set because he's like, "Okay, I got to break your stuff because that's the game we're playing."
That's the fun stuff. This is another
And he tosses
toy.
the erector set over. And it's like all torn up and broken. Smalls is distraught. His life is over. Just as Bill was warming up to him. Which for Rachel, it's like, yeah, warming up to him. That night, he had a dream of the baseball hammering him into the ground the entire night. But Benny had a different dream. A more helpful dream. What dream did Benny have, Rachel?
Babe Ruth came to say hi.
Yeah, the ghost of Babe Ruth, who shows up in black and white.
In like a fuzzy TV, like kind of thing. Yeah,
he's like, black and white TV. It's almost like how Benny would only see Babe Ruth at first, because it's like fuzzy black and white like image, and then becomes the real, or colored, I guess. This actor playing Babe Ruth, Rachel,
I recognized him.
Yeah, I've seen him in other stuff. His name is Art LaFleur.
Yeah, he's like a comedian or something, I thought.
He died in 2021. He was in a bunch of stuff back in the day in the 80s and 90s and things like that. He was in Field of Dreams and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to see what on his IMDb page you would have known him from. My only critique of his performance as Babe Ruth, because I don't know Babe Ruth enough to not know, what Babe Ruth really would have been like. He's not fat enough.
I understand what you mean. I guess it's death, He gets to have a little less padding.
He was the Tooth Fairy in the Santa Claus 3.
Yeah, that's a terrible movie.
But I figured that you would have known
probably
him
part
for that.
of it, yeah.
And
apparently on House at some point.
He was in The Replacements as one of the coaches. That's what I remember him from. He did little bit parts here and there throughout his
on like different
life.
Shows that I've probably recognized him from.
He's in like episodes here and there, an episode here or there, all over the place. Not fat enough. And he's like, "Hey, I heard that you got yourself a problem." Oh yeah, does he say pickle?
It's always a pickle. He says it's a pickle. Everything's a pickle.
And Benny's like, "What do you want me to do, Mr. Ruth? I don't even understand." A very famous line from this movie, Rachel, because he says, "Well, you just have to go over there and do it. And he's like, well, I can't go over there and do it. And he says,
go get it. Just jump over the wall and get it.
But he tells him, very important, Rachel.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die. Follow your heart, kid, and you'll never go wrong.
I feel like they wanted to put the follow your heart in there, and they also really liked the heroes get remembered, legends never die. And they were like, can we do both of them? Is it too much if we do both of them? Maybe we should just pick one. But we like both of them. Let's just go with both. Let's just do both. I feel like the heroes get remembered, legends never die has held up way more than the second line. The follow your heart, kid, and you'll never go wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I'm the babe, I'm like, that's the line to go out on. The heroes, legends line, that's a good one.
Right.
Let me tell you something, kid. Everybody gets one chance to do something great. Most people never take that chance, either because they're too scared or they don't recognize it when it spits on their shoes. So he's telling him that this is going to be like his opportunity to do something great. And this is when he decides that he has to go over They do this little bit where he is looking at all of Benny's paraphernalia.
Yes.
And he sees a Hank Aaron card.
Yes.
And he picks it up and he's like, I don't know why, but can I keep this?
Yes.
But he's like, yeah, go ahead, Mr. Ruth.
It's supposed to be a nod. It's supposed to be a nod to the fact that Hank Aaron is going to surpass his
home run record.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's supposed 100%. To be a legend recognizing another legend, and he wants the card because it's valuable.
Right.
That's really what it is. I
gotta gamble on this in the
afterlife.
I don't
understand because I don't know baseball, so I looked into it. This was my one thing. This is my one thing I knew about this movie because I looked into it. Let me have this.
I just like the idea of like, I gotta pay off the sharks in heaven, so I'm gonna take this card, see what I can get for it.
I feel like this has happened in something else, and it was like a stupid bit where he's just like, can I have this?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
I feel like they make fun of that, or it's just like a stupid bit that just happens.
I think it's kind of a trope or a cliche kind of thing of
where
like,
it's like
oh
yeah, stupid. Oh, look at this.
Because I can picture it in my head too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of it not being this, or maybe I am remembering this because it's this. I'm gonna keep a hold of this. Yeah. He tells Benny just hop over it and does all the speeches. The lines are good. I like Babe's lines here, Rachel. The heroes get remembered, legends never die. I think that's a really good one. I also like the people get a chance to do something great and they don't take it, even though it's so stupid of just hop over the fence and get the ball. But for these kids, the stakes are that high. So if you're a kid watching The Sandlot and your takeaway is like, take the chance, take that chance to do something great.
Right.
It's not bad. Especially where it's like, if you're too scared to take that chance, like, do something great.
It's to have the bravery to do it, the courage.
Yeah, start your podcast with your little sister. Do something great.
Yeah, it took a lot of bending your arm.
Took some bravery. Pickle the Beast. Think about it, kid.
Yeah, Pickle the Beast.
You gotta pickle the beast sounds like a
I know it
euphemism.
sounds really derogatory, but or not derogatory. What's the word?
Yeah, I think derogatory. Okay. Dirty, just dirty.
Just dirty. It just sounds so dirty. But is that what it is when you get in the middle? You get pickled, or is it like pickling as in like? I don't understand. What does that mean?
But I think it just means like he said you're in a pickle. So pickle the beast. So like get back at him. Like put the beast in a pickle, right?
I don't know. Benny puts on fancy shoes apparently. I don't know if they're fancy shoes, but they all act like they're fancy shoes.
PF
they're not running shoes.
They would have been back then.
Those are bad for your feet.
This would have been like the equivalent of him putting on like Air Jordans 20 years later.
And then pumping them up.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's supposed to be like a nostalgic nod for all the kids from the 60s to be like, oh, you remember the Flyers, and hitting each other about it. He's got the Rodriguez jersey on, so he put like his clean like Benny he wants to die in his jersey.
Yeah. He's being really dramatic.
They all are. Smalls is like, don't do it, Benny, it's suicide.
If you would have just done this originally, the ball would have been fine.
Right, yes. If they would have just hopped over and got it, yeah. And Benny's even like, I've got to, Smalls. I've got to.
Godspeed, Benny. And he wastes his time here. He jumps over and he just looks around for a while. What are you doing? Grab the ball and go.
He's trying to find it.
Oh, okay.
He's trying to find it. Hercules comes out and they have this like Western showdown. The music even starts with like it being like a Western.
He's so cute. Hercules is adorable because he's just this mastiff with his big jowls, his slobbery ass jowls. And part of me, like, you look at Benny, the way he like looks at him and kind of like shakes his head, it makes me go, did you think he was bigger?
Yeah, he thought.
And then you went, this is just a dog. Yeah, it's just a dog.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think that he realizes, like, oh, he's not 10 feet tall. Yeah, it's just a mastiff. And, it's still a dog. Like, it still can hurt you, and you are in his yard, and you don't belong in his yard.
Oh, yeah. But he, like, throws the ball to him, like, okay, let's play.
Yeah, no, it's played like he's taunting him, right?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
There it is.
Right.
Come fucking get it.
They play a completely different dog barking.
Yes.
They show his mouth, and I'm like, that is not a massive bark. That is a different dog barking.
He tilts his head. He does the dog head tilt.
Yes.
When Benny takes a step forward, because he's like, he's actually gonna go for it. Like Hercules is like, I don't fucking believe it. This kid thinks that he can actually take me. Are you a fucking ass? He's the Juggernaut bitch.
Oh my god, absolutely.
Are you a fucking ass?
Juggernaut.
You know who the fuck I am? He doesn't know who the fuck I am. I'm Hercules, bitch.
I love it.
If somebody at home, folks at home, if you could do that, if you can find those guys that did I'm the Juggernaut bitch 20 years ago, and you can, at the time of this recording, and have them redo it with the Sandlot and just have them dub over.
They should have done a lot.
Fuck, do it all the voices. I don't care. But definitely make sure that they do the Juggernaut voice for Hercules being like, oh, motherfucker thought that he could get this over the fence. Hercules not neutered, we learned.
Oh, no.
Rachel.
Those balls are swinging. It's gross.
Yeah, which is why the title "Big Box of Balls" would have worked, because when referring to Herc,
or the monster in the ball. It's just like, well, yeah, there it is, straight in your face, multiple times.
I did think, and I know Rachel has a different opinion about the movie than I do. Clearly, I thought that this build up between Benny and Hercules, like the standoff, was cute. I thought it was very cute. The way that they play it, the way that they do the Western music and everything. I liked that part.
Yeah, it's fine.
I think that this chase goes on too long.
I just like the dog.
So Benny grabs it. He outruns the beast, who of course breaks his chain. So now he is unleashed. Benny leaps over the fence and they all celebrate because they finally gotten the ball back. Except the beast is unchained. And
so he leaps over the fence.
Which I think would be impossible. I don't think a Mastiff can get this kind of ups.
Well, okay, so this Mastiff is a little bit more athletic than like those big ones that are just kind of like a big galump. So they could. This one like makes me think of the ones that they usually have like on farms that protect the farms. So they're pretty fast.
It's got a bit of a herd
in
them.
Yeah.
Or like that wolf. The wolf dog is what you were thinking of. That like
no, I'm thinking like bull mastiffs or like those things. There's like the wolfhounds as well that also do that, but I've seen where they have like these as well that just.
I feel like what Herc did was he did the climbed the fence.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Because he saw Benny climb it, so he did
like a fox thing, or like a coyote.
Wipeout starts playing.
Yeah, Wipeout starts playing, and there's also like this wipe to the next.
Yeah, they start doing wipes. It's kind of weird. It's very strange.
This goes on for too long. Okay, so here's like there's multiple things that I'm like, what are we doing?
Go ahead.
So it flashes between Benny running down the street, and then it goes to a movie, like a werewolf movie. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then it goes back to Benny. That comes out of nowhere. I know that it leads to something.
It leads to it.
Like,
yeah.
Okay, you might as well have just had the Ferris Bueller like end credits of him running through the town song, like music going on.
That would have been fun too. Yeah, I would have enjoyed that. Yeah. Somebody give me that instead of Wipeout. Put in the Ferris Bueller music.
But yeah, it's just this scene goes on forever. Benny's trying to like throw stuff so that the dog can't get to him, but he's just hopping over things and they're jumping over fences.
Eventually, they get to that movie screen. So yeah, it goes back to Werewolf, and then Benny does a baseball slide under the projector. They're at like it's like at some like local auditorium. It's like an auditorium.
The dog jumps through the window of that auditorium who has absolute sugar glass for windows because it was really obvious.
Well, that's supposed to be, he's like the strongest mastiff ever. Yeah.
And then he jumps through the screen and everybody's
jumps
like,
through the screen at the time when like the werewolf thing is happening. Yeah, so it freaks everybody out.
And then another wipe, like star wipe. They keep doing star wipes. It's driving me crazy. Then they're at like some 4th of the... It's not even 4th of July anymore. What is this? Just like a cookout?
Founders Day. Cooker? It says it's Founders Day.
So Founders Day cookout, right? And he's like he decides to jump onto a table to run? What are you doing, Benny?
Because he thinks that the dog will not follow him up on the table.
Oh, but he did. And we get so many under the dog's body shots of getting to see his penis and balls.
Shots.
I'm like, can we not every time?
A lot of groin shots of Herc. Yeah.
Oh, God. They missed the cake, though, at least. I guess that's a good thing. But then, the guy on the stilts and the kids are all running to follow them. And it's just this whole biddly-dinky-dink.
Thank you. Yes. Very biddly-dinky-dink boink with the cake falling over and everything.
But it would have still worked with it because that like part where it's like da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na.
Yeah,
it's like that slow-mo of the cake and everything.
It 100% would, yeah. Doesn't Ham take a bite of the cake?
Yes, he does.
Because of course he does, yeah.
Then he runs through the pool. I feel like they're trying to make it look like, we're running to all the spots that
we saw.
But we didn't. We didn't see the auditorium in the movie theater. We weren't at the Founders Day thing like that. Like, and then all of a sudden we're at the pool. But it felt like that was intentional, or that was supposed to be the intention.
You know what? I get what you're saying, because it could have been like the big 4th of July and then Founders Day. Maybe it could be like we need to get done with this because they're planning for a big fireworks display for Founders Day, and if we can get the ball that we want to play. Yeah.
Right.
That could have been something. They could go to the auditorium on another hot day because now they've been kicked out of the pool.
Right.
So they go see the movies.
So they go to see the movies, yeah. And they sneak in the back or something so they don't have to pay.
Yeah. It's just little snippets of like this world in this town. You don't need to have it.
No, but it just felt like that was their intention.
It did feel like that's what they were going for, yeah. Because they go through the pool again.
And it's like, no, get back to the Sandlot.
Some little kid is like, a big doggy.
That's me. That's me.
I would have been like,
oh, look, doggy.
She was saying it watching this movie. She kept saying doggy.
Look at the doggy.
But yeah, Benny's like, go back to the Sandlot. Like, we have to get him back over the fence. That's the only way, right? To get him to stop chasing me.
Yeah.
They're all exhausted by the time they get back to the Sandlot. Benny comes running in. Beast is hot on his tail. Beast grabs the jersey.
Yeah.
Like, they make it act like he like bit him, and all he did was like grab the back of his jersey.
Like,
because Benny's like, ah!
I'm like, okay. You just grabbed your jersey.
Benny goes to hop the fence again. Flat back bumps.
Ooh.
Speaking of our, volume 8 and wrestling, he does a somersault and flat back bumps like a wrestler.
That would have hurt.
Yes.
I'm surprised this didn't destroy his opportunity to become a baseball player. This whole thing could have just he tore his ACL. He got bitten.
It proved that he could be because he outran the Beast.
Okay.
This is why the legend of Benjamin Franklin the Jet that's why he got the nickname the Jet is from this day. Because everyone saw it throughout the town. So his legend grew. Beast breaks through the fence.
Yeah,
And then
he was like, I can't climb it again. I'm just gonna break through.
I am too
I'm tired,
big. I'm
man.
not climbing again.
We've been running all over town.
So he busts
I haven't
through the
gotten
fence,
exercise in so long because he just keeps me chained up in the backyard.
and the fence falls on him like
The poor
like a
baby.
Buster Keaton gag. Yeah. So
Oh
the
my
fence falls
God.
on him, and the dog is dead. And
I
that's the end
was
of the
like,
movie.
no, that's so sad.
It's very sad, and the dog acts hurt and like
Yeah.
whimpers.
It's cute because you can tell they made him like a little tent so he could like get inside without it
Yes.
actually laying on him. But he's like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And he's like crying. And I'm just like, no! Save the baby. Otherwise, you're a red flag now instead of a green one.
Well, the boys are all stunned, and they're not like sure what to do. They've built this dog up in their mind as like this giant monster.
He's
They
just
don't
a
have her-
puppy.
Well, he's probably older.
Okay, yeah, but he's
It's
still
like
a
he's not the
puppy.
legend.
He's still a puppy. All dogs are always puppies.
I wrote, Beast is doing hurt and sad face and whimpering. Rachel will not like this part.
It was so sad. And I was like,
Smalls,
one of you
though-
better do it. And I'm like, finally, good. Smalls is like, come on, you gotta help me.
Yeah,
Good.
proving his bravery. He walks over, he tries to get the fence off, he can't lift it, and he's like, help, come on, guys, he's hurt.
But the other
Benny
twats
comes
don't help,
over.
only Benny. So the only two good guys in this entire one.
He helps, and Beast is like, oh, all right, I'm fine. I just needed it to be lifted, thank you. And they lift it up, and Beast comes out, and he's like, well, the rest of you can go fuck yourselves, but I'll slobber this one like crazy.
Yeah. He's like, I'm gonna give you kisses.
Yeah, he gets right in Small's face with his big mastiff head.
Oh, that
Which, like,
oh God,
That mastiff head
the
is
slimy slobber.
massive.
Oh my God, yes.
And he licks him, he gets slobber everywhere. Because again, he just wanted to play, and he was like, oh, he played and you rescued me.
That was fun. Can we do
Yeah.
that again?
Do it again. Look, I got all your balls.
We can play with ball.
Yeah,
got
so
more.
he walks over and he shows all the kids his treasure troves of baseballs that he's been keeping from them all over the years, because he was like, I've got them all for you. Like, now we can
want one?
play.
Yeah. Do you need a
I do
ball?
like how they completely change their tune the second, like, after he licks Smalls, because they like go over by
Yeah, they
like
go
this
to look
little,
to see what his nest has in it.
and they say, well, now we can play forever. Because they've spent all this money on these balls. And it's like, well, of course you can. How many baseballs do you need? Because the only reason you couldn't play was because you were hitting them over that fence.
Right. Now the fence
So-
is down.
Now the fence is gone.
I do like Herc like digs in it. Like, look, there's more. I bury them.
Yes. Yeah, he is very cute about like, look at them all. See? You fucking idiots. You could have just asked me and I would have gotten the ball back to you. So they take Hercules to the front door.
I think it's the back door. I think they just want to like take him to the back door.
Some door.
I
It's
think
some-
which would have like confused the hell out of this old man, because it's like, I'm sorry, there's somebody at my back door.
You would think that he would have heard the fence collapse.
Well, yeah, that's why he says, "Oh, it's all you guys making the ruckus."
Oh, you were the ones making all that commotion. I believe is how he phrased it.
I love this man.
James Earl
Two-timer.
Jones playing Mr. Myrtle.
2-timer.
He's not a 3-timer, right? He's just a 2-timer? I think that's
I
correct.
think it's just 2.
Okay. Recess in this.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was Santa.
Uh, Thank you. Yeah, I wanted to make sure that we haven't caught him
I
on
don't
some
think
other
we
like
had him in another
weird
one.
go round. I don't think so. But the incomparable James Earl Jones is here,
I love his voice. It's great.
and they're like, "We brought back your dog," and he's like, "How did he get
Herc?
out?
Yeah. He goes, "Why didn't you just knock?"
Why didn't you just come knock? I would have get."
And then they all start smacking Squints because he deserves it.
They all he laughs at that though. He does the James Earl Jones laugh because he knows what like. Yeah, he knows that
Yes.
they were all like afraid to do it. He's like, ha, 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 ha.
Oh, I love
That-
it.
And
And
he's
he
like,
tells
well,
him to
thanks
come
for
on
bringing him
in.
home. Come on
Yep.
in. We're going to talk about this baseball. So he's got this huge baseball room. There's just a bunch of crap all over the place. Clearly, he played in the Negro Leagues, I think is what they're implying, right?
I think so.
Because there's like a picture. When did integration happen?
There was a couple pictures because they look all black in those pictures.
I mean, that was my assumption. He's also standing by Babe Ruth. I looked this
Yeah.
one up, Rachel. Apparently, even though it was, of course, segregated back in the days.
Right.
I saw some things that said and maybe this is why they like integrated it, or they made this connection. And we have a diverse group of boys here too. The pros would play like Sandlot ball with the Negro Leagues, like behind the backs of like the public.
Yeah.
Like they would play with each other sometimes. It would not have been out of the ordinary for like Babe Ruth to play with like Negro League players.
Sure.
Which I thought was kind of neat, because then it does kind of make it like that there's a connection to like the Sandlot, like, you know, your Rugrat kind of players, or we're not accepted by the big leagues, and then like how Mr. Myrtle was like, I would have been better than Babe, but you know, and I thought I was waiting for the speaking of Adam Sandler, the Happy Gilmore line of like, oh, I'm sorry, was it because you were black? And he's like, hell no, damn alligator bit my hand off.
That one is a good line. That one's kind of funny. I'll give him that.
That movie's pretty good, actually. Happy Gilmore's kind of funny.
That one has better stuff in it than most of his stuff.
Ruth frequently went against the unwritten rules of segregation of the era and participated in barnstorming tours. That's what they were called.
Oh, okay.
So you would form teams of white major league players and play against the Negro League teams, just like that scene, kind of in a way. He openly socialized with black players, and the Major League Baseball establishment hated it because he was, like, of course, the face of baseball. You got to kind of give him that, right? Like, was
I'll give him
very
that.
clearly like, this is fucking
good.
stupid.
That's really
Why
good.
are we not playing with... Yeah. And even if he was, you know, I'm sure, like, there's some racism to everybody that was from the 30s.
Oh, of course.
But, like, even if it was like, I want to play against the best, I don't care what color they are. Like, even if it's a competitive thing, you know? And he goes, George signed this? You're dead where you stand.
Yeah, the
Just
way
the way he says
it.
It's so great.
It's ridiculous.
George signed this?
George Herman Ruth? Yeah.
I take it back. You're not in trouble. You're dead where you stand.
So he goes to a shelf and he grabs another ball and he just hands it to him. He's like, here. I love the fact that he can tell which ball it is, because he can like
I know I put
the
it.
signatures.
Where did I put this one? It's here. It's like the third from the right.
So it's like a ball signed by the entire like 1927 New York Yankees or some shit. It's like
he
one
goes,
of the
I'll
greatest things
trade
of all
you.
time. Yeah, I'll trade
says.
you this one for that one.
He's like, that's nice, but this one was signed by Babe Ruth. And he goes, yep, and this was signed by him and the rest of the 1927 Yankees.
Yeah. I do like that Benny and Smalls are like, I cannot take this baseball. This is worth like $1 million fucking dollars.
And he's just like, well, what am I going to do with it? It's just been sitting in a chest.
Yeah, he's like, I've got a lot of good stuff. See all that shit?
He's
he's like, do you understand? I have like multiples of this baseball. Okay, I'm giving you like a copy.
And I it is cute because he just goes, well, why don't you just, you know, I'll tell you the thing. Why don't you stop in and you have to talk to me a couple times a week and we can talk baseball.
Yeah, we'll catch up on like the actual league going on, like,
and then we'll
like,
call it square.
Like, call it even. Yeah, this is where he says that he was almost as good. That George was almost as good a hitter as I was, and he took a ball to the head because I would crowd the plate. James Earl Jones, like he's in this one scene,
he's eating it up.
Yeah, because like he's talking about like I would crowd the plate. They hated that.
This
but
is
that's
the best
way I
scene
played.
in the entire movie. This is the best scene.
Yeah, it kind of is. I'll give that to you, Rachel. It is. It's the best scene in the movie,
and it's because of James Earl Jones.
Yeah,
I love this man
because he's James Earl fucking Jones,
right?
Baseball was life, and I was good at it. One day, high fast one, and lights went out. I was waiting for that to be some sort of reflection to Benny. I was waiting for like Smalls to say like Benny realized that day talking to Mr. Myrtle, baseball didn't have to be everything.
Oh no,
like,
I think he saw it even more so.
Yeah, I think that's actually probably the way that it goes.
I think he's like, that
I'm doing it
lose
right.
It.
Yeah, at
it
any
has to
moment.
Be everything until I lose it.
That's yeah, you're right. You're right. Well, you're right. So yeah, he makes the trade with him that like they just have to come talk to him. I kind of think that this old man, first of all, I think that it's very cute that they made Hercules their mascot and he like plays with them.
My God, is that adorable?
They
he
even
has
got
a
him a
shirt.
jersey.
He just gets to sit and hang out.
Yeah. And
That's
that,
very cute.
something tells me that this old man left Smalls and Benny not only all the baseball stuff,
absolutely.
but also Herc. Because I think
if Herc left, if Herc didn't die before him.
Yeah. Well, I think that's what the symbolism is of Benny
is
running
it?
the bases and all of the boys like vanishing and like leaving.
Yeah.
The last one to leave is Hercules.
Oh, that's true.
You know, they don't show Hercules leaving the Sandlot. It's Benny and him at the end.
Right. That's true. That's true. So maybe he just hangs out with this old man all the time too.
He probably does.
Right.
Because like he's learning baseball from him and stuff. I like that they like accept Hercules as like he's one of the losers club, like you would say, Rachel.
Well, he gets exercise now, which is nice.
And he can protect them from the giant evil clown.
That too.
Hey this!
You're gonna
Hey
need
this!
that.
Hey there, Scotty! Should come down here.
We all float down here, Scotty.
Bring your big dog.
Where's Timmy and Tommy? I know they're want to come down too.
Twins. Nom 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 nom. I would have loved if it took a turn and became it after all of that.
Oh yeah.
The 1927 New York Yankees, Rachel, were
that's
called
good.
Murderers Row.
Oh, okay.
That was the nickname given to the team. It included some of the all-time greats. They went 110, 44 and 1, which is a crazy record.
Wow.
Smalls has to take the ball, and he has to admit to Bill that he took
He
the ball.
does.
So he's
He
like,
owns up to it. Obviously, he has to because otherwise, where the hell did this ball come from with all the names
Right.
on it?
yeah. He was still plenty mad about having him swipe the Babe Ruth ball, though.
Well, of course, because that was his dad's ball that he gave to him, so that was like
right.
an
He
heirloom.
he grounds him for a week instead of the rest of his life.
But he's just like, but you're replacing it with this? All right.
Can't be that mad, I guess. Yeah.
Who gave
there
this
might
to
have been
you?
some
And I'll be like, you need to make that man like my friend.
there might have been some sentimental value to it. Oh,
well, that's
you know what
the only
else?
thing I was thinking. Yeah.
You know what else backs up my theory on that, Rachel? At the end of the movie, when we go back to the present, he has the Babe Ruth
all of 'em.
ball.
He has all of them.
He has all of them?
He has
Okay.
all the balls. He has the Babe Ruth ball that got destroyed. He has the one that Benny signed. He has the one with all of the names on it. And I think he has another one that Benny signed like himself.
It's
or
probably
something
like a Benny
that.
the Jet, yeah.
Yeah. So I think he has like all of the balls.
Okay. So that kind of goes back to my theory that Mr. Myrtle was like, boys could have all this. Like, what am I going to do with all this stuff?
Oh, you think
boys
it's
can have
Mr.
it."
Myrtle? I thought it was, that's all the balls that happened in this story.
No, it is, but like, because Mr. Myrtle was like, I'll keep the crappy one or whatever. But like,
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
that's true.
He held on to
yeah,
it
he gave it
for
back
them.
to him. Yeah,
Yeah.
he gave it back to him.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's cute. All right, fine, I'll give you that. That's cute.
Then he says that he was able to call him dad. He didn't have any trouble from that point on. We lived in the neighborhood for a couple of more years, mostly through junior high school. And every summer was great, but none of them ever came close to that first one, as none of them ever do. Folks at home, trying to chase that high of like the first time that you're like experienced that, wow, this is, so much fun. You'll never get that again. Rachel and I know from going to Comic-Cons year after year that it's always a struggle. And when one guy would move away, they never replaced him with anyone else because they've like become so close with each other. They like can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
We just kept the game going. Like he was still there. The beast's name, of course, ended up being Hercules. So it's ironic that he said that Babe Ruth was like the Hercules of baseball.
Yes.
I like that that he says none of us ever could figure out what that meant, but we were all amazed by it. It's like one of those things like, it's pretty crazy. Don't know why that's the case, but
It felt like it made sense.
He found out that Yaya's parents had shipped him off to military school. And then after the army, he became one of the pioneering developers of bungee jumping because they had him, in the strap.
Mm-hmm.
Bertram got really into the 60s. No one ever saw him again. Just like creepy, but it fits for that. It fits for that character.
He was totally a drug addict.
Yeah, he's a hippie. Timmy and Tommy became an architect and a contractor. They started out small, designing playground equipment and prefabricated tree houses. So maybe they made the tree house, Rachel.
Oh, potentially. I guess that's why he's like, I blame myself. But we didn't know any of that.
But they became multimillionaires when they invented mini malls.
Oh my God.
How come none of them died in Vietnam? That's what really should have happened.
Maybe that's what happened to Bertram.
Yeah, that's has to be what happened to Bertram. Let's see. Squints grew up and married.
This is a bullshit lie, stupid ass story. Same with the multimillionaires. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Well,
okay.
They invented mini malls, right?
Yeah, okay.
Squints married Wendy Peppercorn. They have 9 kids. They bought Vincent's drugstore, and they still own it to this day. Hamilton Porter became a professional wrestler. You know him as the Great Hambino, which would be a good name for a professional wrestler.
It's a great name.
The Great Hambino. De Nunez played AAA ball, but he never got to the majors. Still, getting to AAA is not bad. That's
he
pretty
was
damn
like
good.
the second best in this entire yeah.
I love that De Nunez does not get like more than like 2 lines in this whole fucking movie.
Yeah,
though.
that's
He's
ridiculous.
like the second best player.
It's very
He's the most
weird.
neglected one.
It's racism.
Yeah, pretty much. He owns businesses now, and he coaches a little league team that his sons play on called the Heaters. Like, if they would have played that up more of him just always saying, "Here comes the heater," at least that would have been something.
They said it like once.
Yeah, and I don't think he even said it. I think Ham said it.
Yeah.
Throw him the heater. Hercules lived to be 199 years old in doggy years. So he's like 28, 29 or somewhere around that.
That's really old.
Well,
That doesn't make any sense.
He's a legend. So he probably really wasn't, but he's a legend. So he gets to have this, he's like Moses.
No, I get it. Yeah. He's invincible.
I was the last one to move away. But when I did, the Sandlot was still there. After Benny pickled the beast, his reputation spread all over town. From then on, he was known as Benny the Jet Rodriguez, and the nickname stuck with him the rest of his life. So that's where we learn about all of them, and we get to the present, where they bring in Benny to pinch run on third base. Smalls is, of course, the ring announcer, the play-by-play guy.
He's wearing that awful fishing hat.
Yes, he still has the hat, which was a nice little touch. I want to say it was like his dad's hat, and that's like why he couldn't get rid of it.
It had to have been.
So then, of course, Benny steals home, which again, I agree with you, Rachel. Should have been that he was going to get picked off, and he not only stole home, but they tried to pick him off, and he still got around it.
I agree. That would have been better, but he just steals home.
The Jet stole home! The Jet stole home! Arliss Howard is going in the
He's
in
going
the booth.
nuts.
This actor playing old Benny is young Benny's older brother.
Yeah, that's a fun little thing.
There you go.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Although I don't think that Benny would have grown a mustache, but fine. I guess he's a baseball player in the 90s. So.
No, he'd have a mustache.
Yeah, you're right.
He has to have a mustache. It's a weird looking mustache. Like, I feel like this guy looks a little funny.
Yeah, it's very caterpillar-y. Anyway, that is the end there. Benny gives Smalls like a thumbs up, and Smalls looks at the picture of the Sandlot gang, and it zooms in. I think that their picture should have included Hercules. I think they should have taken another one with Herc.
Yes. He has like a second one, and it's just like all of them with around Hercules. That would have been really cute. So like it starts with this one, but then it also has
and then
like,
it pans
oh
to the
look,
other
there's
one,
another
and then there they all
one.
are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would have been a nice touch, and I don't know why that wasn't the case, because Hercules was part of the gang, so he should have gotten credit.
He was supposed to be like the whole crutch of the movie was that Hercules came after, like, was the beast, but whatever.
Yeah. And that is the end of The Sandlot, the old cult movie from our childhood for us millennials. Rachel, it is that time of the show where I will ask you that most important of questions, which is, does The Sandlot have shelf life?
It's fine. It's a movie. It's definitely a boy movie, which is also okay. You can have boy movie. I think there's parts in this that are like, why? And no, that doesn't hold up, and it just doesn't click for me. It doesn't stick and like go, oh yeah, that's like, oh ha ha ha, we can, relate, or it makes sense to even have it in a movie now. It just, I don't know, that's how I feel. Like I feel like there's too much of that where I'm just like, okay, all right, okay. And that's what I kept feeling watching it.
Sure. Can I ask you a question?
What?
Before you continue, just out of curiosity, has your husband seen it before?
Yeah.
Does he have different thoughts?
I think he knew I wasn't going to like it, but I think it was just like, oh, he has nostalgia for it because he's a guy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the only line I was trying to get out of you. Okay,
I'm pretty sure that's all it is. I'm like, I don't even remember what the point of this. I'm like, I remember saying, I was like, I don't remember what the whole story is. He goes, well, there's a ball. And I'm like, oh, the ball that goes over the fence. I'm like, because I know that the dog. And he goes, yeah, that's the whole point. And I'm like, okay. But it isn't. That's not until like the last quarter of the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is just like the third act.
Right, yeah. But that's like what everybody says that's what the movie is about, but it's not. So I'm not a huge fan of the fact that there's no plot until the end. So, I mean, for me, it's not a shelf-worthy movie. It has its moments. It has James Earl Jones. It has a really cute Mastiff. And it has Benny, who's like a cool guy. And I like him. I don't like anybody else. I hate Squints.
No wonder the
Smalls
real-life
is fine.
Squints tried to sue.
Smalls is fine. Yeah, I could see why you would want to sue. Because, like, oh, I hate that character so much. But I don't think it really belongs on the shelf. I think it can stay for nostalgia people, wherever you want to put it. But it doesn't belong on a shelf.
It's cute to me. It is. It really is. It's a cute kids movie. I think it's better than a lot of the kids movies in the way that it is paced. I think it's quotable. I think there are a lot of quotes in it. But
is it quotable from watching it or quotable from just pulling it from pop culture and other people quoting it? Do you know what I mean?
A little of each. You're Killing Me Smalls works in the movie as a quote for sure.
Okay.
I think there's a couple of others that work, but yeah, some of it is from pop culture for sure.
I was just curious because it's just like for me, I feel like I pull the quotes more from pop culture because I have watched it, but I feel like the pop culture part of it or other people like our friends when they would quote it, like I feel like I pull it more from them.
Yeah. No, I mean that like the like my friends would always do the clotheth of clout back and forth to each other.
Sure.
So like there's some of that too, but I do think that You're Killing Me Smalls is a genuinely blind. I think that actually does hold up and works in the context of the movie and something that you can just say to someone and it's a reference.
Mm-hmm.
So there are those moments. There's the very sentimental value of this by having a big dog, and I'm always going to be on the side of a big old dog that just wants to play.
Yeah.
That's always going to pull on my heartstrings a bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's very vignette-ish, especially for the first hour of the hour and 40-minute movie. Christmas Story is much better at telling this story than this movie is, just by sheer fact. But
it has a plot that goes from the beginning to the end.
It has a goal.
It's all about the rifle
with the rifle. So even though there are vignettes about Christmas throughout it, there is a stated goal of the protagonist.
Mm-hmm.
There's no stated goal of the protagonist here. It's just we play baseball and we do stuff during the summer.
Mm-hmm.
I probably don't need this on my shelf though. I don't see myself coming back to it. It's a really summer feeling movie.
Oh,
super summer feeling movie.
Absolutely.
It is rife for nostalgia. And if you have any nostalgia for it, I think it holds up enough on rewatch. If it won't break your nostalgia if you have nostalgia for it. If you don't have nostalgia for it, you might be in the Rachel camp more often than not of being like, what's the big deal? Because of its meanderingness. Unless you might have nostalgia for your own like summers and you just haven't seen it before. The best I will do for this is put it in the box. That's the best I can do. Because I don't see myself really revisiting this a lot. It's just certain scenes that work. Like you said, Rachel, the James Earl Jones scene, the s'more scene. I like the stupid flashbacks of the puppet.
Well, the puppet's
Hercules.
like just goofy.
It's because it's so goofy.
It's, by the way, it's not just like a puppet. There's 2 men inside of it. There's 2 men. It's like the horse like costume, but with a freaking mastiff dog.
Well, the one though where it's like Triumph the Insult comic dog when he's like grabbing onto like the thing is
goofy.
Yeah, it's very goofy. I do think that it's quotable enough and it's good enough for me to keep it in the box. And maybe some scenes can be kept for downloaded. I considered and one of my friends will be thankful that I considered this. Is this something that belongs in the museum? To Rachel's point, some of it doesn't hold up, but would still be like, do we need to preserve this? I don't think it's in that camp of preservation. I think that this is tame enough that no one's going to try to like get rid of it. So I don't, and I don't think it's something that has a cultural impact of the other things that I've put in the museum, like your Friday the 13th and your Dr. Knows. Those have had cultural impacts that I think are very quantifiable.
This
so
is like
for
a
me,
snapshot of old summer.
A snapshot of the 60s and nostalgic for people that watched this on the Disney Channel or Fox or whatever it might have been when they were kids. So to me, it is, if I saw this in a dollar bin or a garage sale as a Blu-ray or something like that, I might pick it up. Might have it somewhere in the stands, but that's where I'm at. It's in the box for me. There's enough cute moments in it for me. I am a boy, so I do understand a lot of like the mechanics and the dealings of the boys' summer things.
I just think it's gross most of the time.
So I'm going to put it in the box. So that was The Sandlot, directed by a guy whose name I cannot remember, and this truly is his only good movie. I mean, you can admit that, Rachel. This is the best movie that David Mickey Evans has ever made. That's for sure.
I'll give him that. That's probably true.
Cross that one off the list. It is in the box.
It is off the shelf.
Well, Rachel,
not on the shelf.
We've got some more weeks of summer here, and we are headed to the cookout. So I'm gonna grab my glove. You can grab your bat, tell your husband he can play center field. I'm going to hit him some dingers. We're going to, because it's going to be a nice night for playing some ball under the stars, I think.
Sounds great. Let's do it.
Oh, God. Oh, I just twisted my ankle bending down to pick up the baseball. Just leave me.
You're not going to play now? Oh,
just leave me here.
Fine. Bye.
Oh, no. Oh, come on. You're going to replace me that easily? What the hell? Fine. Well, until next time, I've been Kevin.
I'm Rachel.
And this has been Shelf Life. We will see you next time at the Sandlot pit. It was gross. Get a real feel.
It wasn't that bad.
They would have come home so dirty every day.
Oh, all the time.
Just covered in dirt. Like, they were already, like, Rugrat little turd children, but just covered in that, like, sandy dirt.
Constant. It's just on everything. It's everywhere. They're tracking the sand and the mud in. It's just all over the place.
Out there in left field, naked. She's naked. Shut up, Porter! Hey, I'm just trying to have a little friendly conversation. Come on. You think she'd go out with me?